Hello, everyone. Hello, world. Welcome back to another Town Hall Hoop streams. Um, about 20 minutes ago, maybe 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, however, whenever it was, um, game 4 of the NBA Finals concluded. If you stopped watching in the first half, you probably wouldn't believe me when I said the Knicks managed to take a 3-1 series lead, beating the Spurs, what was it, 107, 106? But yeah, that's what happened. The Knicks made a 29-point comeback, 30-point comeback, whatever it was. I think it's the biggest comeback in finals history. I wanna go straight to you, Real Talk. What are your thoughts on the game? What are your thoughts on what you just
As you know, I stream games live, right? Legitimately, Mars, and this doesn't happen too often. Speechless. I couldn't it wasn't really computing what I was watching in real time. You know how like usually, you know, the comebacks happening, but it's like fake comeback time. You know, team kind of comes back, kind of tries to make it interesting, you know, but all in all, we know who's about to win this game. Because what they couldn't break for the longest time, they couldn't break the 15-point ceiling. It was like they would get it back down to 15 points. Spurs would then get a couple stops, make a few baskets, get it back up to, 19 to 21. But then the Knicks kept getting it right back down to 15. And then they actually ended the third, Mars, down 15. What was it, 90 to 75?
Yes.
90 to 75. And then one interesting thing, one interesting little wrinkle that I did pick up on. I was like, oh, Jose Alvarado, he's like playing a lot now. That's interesting. Cat, he's kind of decided to finally maybe stop fouling a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of staying on the court with that. But the adjustment of putting Alvarado in the game just made life so much easier for Jalen Brunson. He didn't necessarily have to be the only ball handler out there because in that starting lineup, there's a lot of offensive talent in that lineup. But as far as people you want, like bring the ball down the court and whatnot, dribbling, handling real ball pressure, not a lot of options. Jose Alvarado, though, point guard, he can do that a little bit. And so then Jalen Brunson kind of like starts getting it going a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And OG Anunoby, the player, the man that you are. Oh my goodness. OG Anunoby, you just brought me one game closer to some money. Thank you. You were absolutely phenomenal tonight. There were so many OG save us possessions this game. He's getting the ball late shot clock, and he's having a, pump fake a closeout, tween, bump, step back, deep two, good. I'm like, okay, I guess that's what we're doing, OG. Of course, the big three in the corner, good. And then to cap it off, Mars, as the Knicks come roaring back and bring it within a single possession game, Jalen Brunson elects to take the most I want to be the hero ass shot I've seen in the past 25 plus years. He pulls up from 40 for no goddamn reason. No reason whatsoever. Pulled up from 40. Miss. But guess who flies in to tip the ball in and win the game for the New York Knicks?
Who was it?
OG Anunoby. I couldn't believe what I was watching. The Spurs just absolutely fell apart in the second half of this basketball game. from De'Aaron Fox. Yes, I know everybody's ready to shit on Fox. I know. Trust
It's
me,
a
I
tough
know.
battle for you right now. God damn.
Yeah. But it's fine. It's fine. Because once I rewatch this game, everybody's going off emotion right now. If I so happen to pop up on the panel after I rewatch this game tonight, trust me, there will be plenty of blame to go around. But I will give y'all, Fox was horrible in the second half. I'm not debating that. He made some bad turnovers, some very questionable decisions that when Wemby blocks the ball out, dribble the ball out, Fox. I don't know. Maybe he was thinking, hey, he's going to foul me anyway. So it'll be 2 free throws. Maybe I can sneak this layup in. Whatever. Dribble the ball out. You're up 1. You're up. You're not the team down. You're up. All right? So Fox had some very bad plays in the second half of this game and very bad plays down the stretch of this game. However, we're not going to ignore the rest of the San Antonio Spurs players as a unit being terrible as well. Victor Wembanyama, can you finish a few of these lobs? Victor Wembanyama, can you make 2 free throws down the game? Everybody's just acting like that didn't happen. Nobody has said anything about that. All I'm seeing, person after person, is shitting on Fox, and I get it. He deserves to be shit on. I understand. No question about it. Awful today. I'm not debating that whatsoever. Terrible second half. The best player in the world today shot 9 for 25 from the field, Mars. Couldn't buy a basket in the entire second half, practically, of the game, Mars. And then to extend the lead, he misses 2 free throws, Mars. But it's just going to be all Fox's fault. I know. We're used to it at this point. Stephon Castle turning the ball over late in the game on the baseline. Nobody's going to talk about that play. Nobody's going to talk about it. It's just going to be all Fox, your ass, trade him. Oh, my God. How can you get generational wealth for your family? Oh, my goodness. How dare you sign a $60 million contract with another team that actually drafted you and you took to the playoffs for the first time in how many years? How could you have a contract like that? I get it. But Fox isn't the only reason why they lost this game tonight. And you are simply biased, or I don't even know what else you could be. Just want to have your blinders on if you just want to blame one player for a 30-point collapse. One player is not the reason why a team loses a 30-point lead. You have to be actually serious with yourself. You have to be actually serious with yourself to try to put a 30-point comeback on one player. That's all I have to say right now, though.
Thanks for everything. We got some super chat. Shout out to everyone showing love. I'm gonna read those and then I'll speak a little bit and then I'll bring up the people backstage. Because I know a lot of people are gonna want to get their stuff off today, especially the Knicks fans that watch us. So you guys will get your opportunity. Unlimited Z said, "Why didn't Fox hold the ball? Knicks in 5." You said you thought maybe he thought he could sneak OG and get an M1, something like that, since he was going to foul him anyway. That's your theory?
The sneak get the 2 points because then the bonus, right? He'll have to go make 2 free throws. Maybe he doesn't want to shoot the free throws. He's low-key been passing out of late game free throw situations in this series. There was a play where they inbounded it to
With
Fox,
Steph Castle,
right?
yeah.
And then he throws it to Steph Castle. So I'm like, I think he wanted to get the 2 points that way. Because I don't know if he's confident that he's good. Funny enough, Mars, just talked about situations like this earlier today on PC. Niggas don't be wanting to be at that line by themselves. Game on the line. That's not a fun place to be. I think he wanted to try to get the 2 points that way. But OG, yet again, makes another fantastic play at the rim. Defense.
Shout out to Castle because he's made all 4 of them that he's had in this series.
He has.
Shout out to him. Aaron Raju said, Mars, your British compatriot is the finals MVP. We will talk about that at some point on who the finals MVP may be because Cat hasn't had the greatest last 2 games. So we'll see.
No.
Black Star 99. Josh got plenty of heart, but no brain because I don't know what that layup and box out were. I'm not going to lie. This De'Aaron slander is deserved today, and I don't even hate him. I do want to say, regarding Josh Hart, I feel like De'Aaron, enough people are going to speak about him. Josh Hart needs to personally thank OG Anunoby.
Yes.
What he
Yes.
OG Anunoby has saved Josh Hart from being able to get on his flight to San Antonio safely.
Yes, fact.
That was some bad hoops that last 3 minutes. So shout out to OG, Josh Hart. I hope you are thanking him in the locker room right now, because man, he saved you. We'll just say that he saved you. Aaron Raji also said, did the Frenchman do anything in the second half? Yeah, he rebounded a couple missed layups. Missed a couple free throws. Another person who saved Josh Hart, by the way, is Wemby missing free throws. So shout out to Wemby. Yeah, interesting. Hunter King 3200. I believe Hunter's backstage. Greatest comeback of all time. This is New York basketball. Do you think this is the greatest comeback ever? Single game, obviously.
I mean, it being the NBA Finals, it has to be, doesn't it? Doesn't it have to be?
I can't think of one that I think is better right now.
Yeah, man. That was something to behold. But you know what's actually hilarious though, Mars? Like watching it, like, and I know a comeback usually includes a team imploding anyway. But it also feels like, damn, other team is playing crazy good basketball right now. There was really no point in the second half where I was like, no, the Knicks really hooping for real. It was more so like the Spurs fucking up again. Like that was more so the thought the whole time. It was like there's no way the Spurs are actually letting them come back into the game like this. It was yeah, that's the greatest comeback ever. I ain't gonna.
Interesting. Capo DC 99 said Brunson's the second best point guard in the league. I'm better than Nash. Yeah, this is a good time for the Brunson prop. Shout out, what do you have tonight? 36? 38?
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Finally got it going.
Shout out to Jalen Brunson. Oh, friend of the show, Big Ox. Shout out to you, Ox. OG is the effing goat. Yeah, I think Ox feels very vindicated with what's been going on with OG Anunoby. I think Ox can say as much as he wants about OG, and I don't think he can get much pushback. Especially for at least the next couple days. Especially for at least the next couple days. I think OG has cemented himself in Knicks history.
That's a fact.
Really, regardless of what happens in this series, I do think OG has cemented himself in Knicks history.
That's one of the biggest plays in Knicks history. Easily.
Indeed. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Easily.
A friend of the show again, Jay, shout out to Jay, said, oh yeah, I'm in here too. Mars, please break down the advanced stats on why we're the best team ever. And Real Talk going from shit talking to praise is disgusting. Also, Real Talk, was you saying some nasty things about the Knicks on your stream? Is that the rumors true?
What I said was in that first half, I said, "Nah, you need to bench Brunson." That's how bad he was playing.
I seen that tweet. Yeah.
Yeah. He was.
Have people spun back on you yet?
He was not it. They're spinning back on a tweet of mine of why would you trade Fox in like from 2025 from like 4 months ago.
God damn.
Man, I'm telling you, people been waiting to get this off. But yeah, Brunson was terrible in that first half. He was bad. He hooped in the second, but he was bad. There are times with Brunson where I'm feeling like when he's on the court, I'm like, what is the actual point? If you can't create any advantage and they are hunting you to oblivion, what is the point? You're not generating good offense. Everything that you're generating is a tough shot. And then they are killing you on the other end of the court. Why are you out here? Why are you out here? That's where I got with Brunson, yes, in that first half.
And now Becky Hammond is about what? How many? 72 hours from being wrong about Jalen Brunson. So that blitz is going to be crazy. But, we'll see. Michael Hammond, 1016. Is it safe to say Ox didn't go too far on how good OG is? We might be at that point. I mean, like I said, at least for the next couple of days, we could just say everything Ox said about OG was correct. We'll say that for the next couple of days at least. No OG slander is allowed for the rest of the week. Now, if he stinks up in game 5, he's still cool, but
he just doesn't miss shots. Like I mean, obviously Kawhi is a way better player offensively, but like that, just stop. But that is like I get the.
It's better than Kawhi's 2014 Finals MVP. I'll say that.
Oh, for sure. Not even.
So he might just be on the trajectory. You know what I'm saying?
Just give it a couple of years,
2019. Yeah, give it a couple of years, 2019 on the way. What are you talking about?
Okay. But yeah, like the shot making that he's displayed in this playoff run is ridiculous. If he's open, he makes the shot. Like it's just that simple.
If he's not, he probably still makes it. But
facts, he's hitting a lot of contested shit too.
Unlimited Z Talk said, I understand gravity, but man, Wemby's offense is egregious at times. We'll save the Wemby talk for once people come up. King TJ67 said, OG is a god. This Knicks team will be remembered for centuries. We will remember what you guys said about Brunson, the king of the fourth quarter, undeniably top 2 point guard in the world. Yeah, I think today you can get your stuff off, man. It's not a great time to have much pushback. Fuliomo said, Mitch disaster class. Why is the move Fox ISOs on the best defender for the final 5 minutes and Wemby slip screens? No play calls, no adjustments, no nothing. You have anything you want to say about Mitch Johnson?
God bless that young man. Because he was bad right along with his players. Yeah. To me, though, still there's not much adjustment for Mitch to make. He has 6 players to go to. Okay, it is.
He went to Keldon for like 20 minutes today. That shit was interesting. I don't like that.
Yes. But I mean, again, I'm gonna have to rewatch the game again. I'm watching the game like right after Towel streams, y'all. I gotta really focus on how they just got back to the game. But yeah, Mitch was bad though.
Damn. What is for the 3?
Was it basically all in the second half too? Like the 30-point comeback? Because it was what?
Yeah.
42-71.
It was 76-49 at halftime.
Yeah.
I think that was the score, 76-49. Then I think the Spurs extended it to like 29 at one point in the third. And then the Knicks walked them down to 15 by the end, and then everything that transpired afterwards. So yeah, it was 29 in the first half, I believe. 29 in the third quarter early on, I think. So, salute. I mean, I knew what was coming, but it is what it is. I did. I put out the tweet. When I saw the Knicks walking shit down, they went on like a 11-0 run or something. I was like, okay, I know what's going on. But I didn't expect it to unfold the way it did, but it was It looked like it was a matter of time. But then I saw Josh Hart miss the layup. I was like, oh, okay, he did all of this work and it's over.
Bro, I was like, oh, Josh Hart's not going to be safe tonight. That's
the
when
immediate
that
thought
happened. I was like, oh, Josh Hart's like dead ass going to need
the immediate thought I had was he needs a
24/7
large security team around him. But it all worked out, so, salute.
It did.
MP13 said Adam Silver's going to have to call in a bomb threat because clearly this giving Cat back-to-back fouls within 10 seconds hasn't worked in both games. They tried it. All 4 of those fouls were non-calls and it was BS calls.
I feel like
the first foul on De'Aaron, from my memory, the first foul on De'Aaron was a foul. He had Wemby's arm pinned. That's a foul.
Mm-hmm.
So those 2, I think, were fouls. I don't remember the 3rd and 4th ones off the top of my head. But the first 2 fouls, I remember thinking they were fouls when I saw the replays.
Mm-hmm.
And especially the first one, I don't even think Kat disagreed with the first one. I think when you saw him look up at the screen, he was like, oh, okay. That was a foul. So I don't agree with that, but the first half officiating, I definitely had some opinions on. I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't work, though. Oliver Locke said Wemby in the clutch is so disappointing. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. You could say they're down 3-1 and Wemby has thrown away 2 games. You could genuinely say that. Now, there's more to it tonight, but missing 2 free throws in the way he did and the turnover in game 2, you can say they're down 3-1. And if Wemby doesn't capitulate, they're up 3-1. That's how small the margins have been.
No, don't say that. I can say that. It's all Fox's fault.
This individual just says Fox has the lowest IQ in sports history. Yeah, I'm not going to read his name because I'm not going to get cancelled. MP13 said, was Alvarado on the court with JB just to get a secondary ball handler that can handle the Spurs ball pressure? I was getting tired of watching them try to assault Brunson top of the key every play. That's what you said, right? That putting Alvarado in the game to have someone else who can initiate and kind of get Brunson freed up.
Because Mikal was kind of struggling with that. Mikal, that's another one. You've been saved by the Bell brother. Because you've been asked. He
had game 2. He did his part, man. Game 2. He did. We can't all be OG and play great every game.
Facts.
He's the only Nick I would say has probably played well every game.
Yeah.
So salute to him.
Absolutely.
New username. You want to read this one?
Fuck underscore De'Aaron Fox 2026 to 499 super chat. Seriously, De'Aaron Fox needs to be investigated. There's no way a man that's been in the league for almost a decade does that. Disgusting, sickening.
Yeah, if that was like a Dylan Harper who did that, it would just be experience. I wonder what they're going to say for De'Aaron Fox. Maybe he's just slow. I don't know. Maybe that's what they're going to say. We'll see.
I mean, that's what you're saying. I mean, our words are being used in everything. It
was bad. Yeah. I watched it. I was like, God, I don't know why he kept going downhill, but I was like, okay, I guess. And it reminded me of Nuggets fans might remember. Who was it in the bubble? They didn't lose because Mike Conley missed a 3. I think it was Torrey Craig, maybe. They're up 1. They have a fast break. And Torrey Craig goes and takes a layup instead of running the ball out. He misses the layup. And then the Jazz go up the other way. They obviously end up missing the 3 in and out. But that's what De'Aaron doing that reminded me of. I was like, God damn. But unfortunately for him, he was not saved. In part because his man who he was guarding on the inbounds went and got the offensive rebound. So, salute to you, De'Aaron.
That is true.
Salute to you, De'Aaron. Julius D. Charles said Fox equals short bus kid. Champagne equals the biggest because Champagne was getting fried at the end. I ain't gonna lie. There was like no resistance on him guarding Jalen Brunson. I don't know if he was scared of fouling or what, but he was just.
No, it did start. Brunson started to draw the 2 though again because eventually they had to start doubling. So shout out to him for forcing the 2 again. Earlier today on PC, I was saying, hey, the main job of the one on your offensive team is to create advantages for himself and the team around him by drawing extra resources defensively. And he cooked enough to where the Spurs felt like they had to start doing that. That's why the bad shooting games can somewhat be balanced out if you're constantly drawing to kind of like, although, yes, we wanted to like shit on Shea in the Spurs series because he was shooting bad. I mean, the redeeming quality was there. I mean, if they're going to hard double him and he's creating
first 4 games, yeah.
Yeah, when they're doubling, that's what I'm saying. And he's creating wide open threes. Like, this is a redeeming quality that is bringing to the offense. The problem with Jalen Brunson and those other Shea games is you can't be not scoring efficiently 1-on-1, and you're not also creating any advantages for the team. So it's like he got to cooking champagne. Same guy, funny enough, that Shea started cooking as well. Uh, and then you start, drawing the two out of that. Then you get to swing sequences, and then Jose Alvarado was just really good in those moments. Dribble, drive, penetration, making good kick out passes, or making his spot three. Jose Alvarado was huge in this game. They don't come back if Jose doesn't have the game that he has tonight. So shout out to him.
A big corner three as well that rolled around.
Yeah.
Huge corner three, got robbed on a goaltends that somehow wasn't called, but we'll talk about that at some point, hopefully. Dobby Gregg said down 20 in the last two playoffs. The Knicks are 5-3. The rest of the NBA is 4-67. Having a winning record when you go down 20 is insane. So part of that is concerning that you've been down 28 times in the last two postseasons. But the redeeming quality is that you're more than likely going to win if you go down 20. So salute to the Knicks for being able to dig themselves out of holes that they put themselves in.
Hey, look at this. This is Ox on Twitter. He posted that Ron texted him. He added all of us, Mars.
Let me bring up the tweet.
The text says, "Hey, bro, don't even show up to work in the morning. We don't want to hear it." That. Deuces. I know Ron and Wemby fans going through it right now. I do know that they're going through it. Salute to you.
I mean, he did it to himself. No one told Ron to do what he doing. But yeah, this is a tweet from Ox. Shout out to Ron. Oh, saved as L host. Salute. Ox might want to charge his phone a little bit and answer those 41 notifications. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Spurs FC. Where's Penn? I know he was in the group chat victory lapping once the Spurs were up 20.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This is second game. I think it's his second game doing that. He hasn't learned that when the Spurs go up, they tend to blow the game in this series. But
they have done that. They've
been up double digits in every game. Yeah, they've been up double digits every game in this series. Yeah, so maybe let's not stop Let's stop victory lapping the Spurs being up by double digits in the second quarter. I don't know, because they keep telling you that they're going to blow it at some point. Unlimited Z Talk says Mitch Johnson watching Champagne get fried is crazy. I mean, you gotta trust your guys to God, man. That's elite defender, Julian Champagne.
I mean, again, we're very results based in 2020 hindsight, because we all agreed at first, they wrestling go 1-on-1. You have the defenders.
Everybody's so good to go 1-on-1 until you fry 1-on-1. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like that is, hey, you don't want to compromise your defense. That's a hard line to teeter, because you do know once you start doubling, open shots will be created. That is what comes with that.
I'm not gonna lie, that Fox play is egregious. I just saw her again. That's so bad. That might be one of the worst plays in NBA history, by the way. Salute. Jaleel Kai 305 said Heat Spurs 2023 fan here. 2014. So he's a Heat and Spurs fan. So since they got Wemby. 2014, 2020, and 2023, and now possibly 2026. Gonna have to take a break from watching basketball if the Spurs lose, not gonna lie. All these finals losses weighing heavy. I mean, maybe you're the bad luck. I'll tell you. You go 0 for 4. I mean, at some point, you gotta look in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Start rooting for a different team. Maybe start rooting for the Knicks. Wow. Miguel Dominguez says that was Stephen A. Smith levels of low IQ. He's speaking on De'Aaron Fox. Waffle Oven said basketball gods went on leave at halftime. Shout out to the Knicks for chipping away and the crowd for holding out hope. I mean, I think that hope was kind of lost until the Knicks started chipping away in the thirds, and then they started believing again. But in the first half, I think hope.
Oh yeah, they were ready to throw in the towel. Yeah.
Dwindling. So shout out to the Knicks coming out and giving the Knicks fans reason to believe in the arena.
Shout out to the 9 67 that we have live. Make sure that you like the stream,
Yeah.
subscribe to the channel if you're
Thank
not
you.
subscribed. Turn that notification bell on so you know when we're live and we drop another video. Yeah. Shout out to y'all. Like the stream. Let's get to a K live over here on the Mars Talks Sports channel over here, man. Let's set a town hall's record.
Yeah, thanks for doing my job for me. Appreciate it. Oh, it went up to 978. Salute to you. I don't know. Salute. Fox should download Duolingo. Time to learn Mandarin, boy. Welcome to the Guangdong Tigers. Yeah, I have a feeling the Spurs lose this series. De'Aaron's days may be numbered. I'm not saying I agree. Not saying I disagree. I have a feeling. May. We'll see. Football breakdown, friend of the show. Alvarado and Brunson lineups. ... OG is that guy. I mean, the Alvarado and Brunson lineups were mightily effective.
They were good. Yeah, I don't know what you mean by that.
Oliver Locke said, "Is this not arguably the clutchest team ever?" I think we might have to. I think we might be in that territory. You have Brunson, who's like one of the best closers in the league. When you have a winning record down 20, that has to hold.
That is crazy. That's crazy.
And it seems like every close game in the fourth, you kind of trust the Knicks to be able to get it done. So they might be in that territory. I don't know who else is there, but they might be in that territory.
Last year's pace was definitely in that territory.
Oh, last year's pace for sure. Wemby went from telling Mitch he is in his head to choking a 30-point lead. I wonder how mentally tough the Spurs are after that kind of. I mean, yeah, this could be. This is a make or break game. This could either make you mentally, or you come into game 5 and you're just defeated and you get run out the building. Like, it really could go one of two ways, in my opinion. We'll see. Obviously, I got Spurs in 7 now, so I know which side I'm on.
Did say that. Yeah.
Spurs in 7 now, but we'll see. 2K God said, "Can when we go through 2 games without a flagrant, it's over?" I don't agree with that. If you get 4 flagrant foul points, you get suspended in the playoffs. I think that's a stupid rule, but.
He should be suspended though.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, based on the rule, yeah, for sure. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
He got a flagrant last game. Yeah, for sure. He should be suspended for game 5.
Yeah,
for sure, absolutely. But he's not going to because absolute. Yeah. The Virgil 35 Legend of Wemby is watching the best in the world and unanimous DPOY play mediocre defense, miss shots and free throws in the clutch. If this is any other superstar, are we already saying Wemby play mediocre defense? Is that where we're at now?
I probably will be saying it.
I just want to know where we're at.
I have to go back and see.
DZ the Great said them fans got their money's worth for sure. They're gonna
fact. Hey, after that game, I'm with Ron. Boost the price, nigga. Hey, if you're gonna get that, that was a movie. What harmony to have all of those movie stars in one place to watch a brilliant cinematic film, right? What an event that was. There's not a price on a ticket that was too much tonight. There wasn't. You got to see the greatest finals comeback in NBA history on a home court by your home team. That's priceless. That's priceless. Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
DZ the Great said, "I asked you guys last week, would you still call this an all-time playoff run or safe to say all-time team? Them boys nice, not gonna lie." He's talking about the Knicks. Are you prepared to call the Knicks an all-time team?
I'm still not ready to call them an all-time team. But this is definitely one of the more thrilling playoff runs I've ever seen by a team in my lifetime, for sure. This is phenomenal.
I mean, they might just blow a 3-1 lead. You don't know. Spurs in 7. So let's hold out a little bit. Tex Tonic says the Knicks won a finals game where Huck Porty and Sohan played real minutes. That did happen. Like, you need to just beat up Ms. Johnson. Yeah, I saw Jeremy Sohan shoot a fadeaway over Wemby.
Oh my goodness. I was like, I said, I'm finna turn this shit off, y'all. Hey, we finna be back next game. Jeremy Johan, whatever that nigga name is, I forgot. He's so irrelevant. And that other guy, because Cat can't stay out of foul trouble, and Mitchell's ass and can't make a free throw. So now this rando is playing in the NBA Finals, and they won that game.
Oh
Man,
man. Zixor Puzzle says if Wemby does what Bron did in ... the agenda is about to go crazy this offseason. What Bron did in when? 2016? That's what's about to happen. Better stay tuned.
mhm.
We did this on purpose. We missed the free throw. We want to go down 3-1. We feel comfortable in this situation. So it's cool. Just watch. Respect Steph said all Fox had to do is what JR did, and all JR had to do is what Fox did. I still can't believe that from De'Aaron, but it is what it is. Stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? We all make mistakes. I've made mistakes. He's made mistakes.
He wasn't finna do nothing but go up there and miss some damn free throws anyway. Him
Well,
doing
maybe,
that
but then it's him
tells
and
me
Wemby.
him doing that tells me he wasn't gonna do nothing but go miss the free throws. I'm telling you, y'all was gonna
he
be
could
mad
have
at him
made
either
one.
way.
He could have made
Y'all
one
was
free
gonna
throw.
be mad at him either way. I'm telling you, he was gonna go up there and miss the free throws.
Jaden said, as a Raptors fan, seeing OG thrive in New York is bittersweet. I mean, OG Anunoby is going to be called a top 20 player after this year. So,
yeah,
that's going to be fun. Leandre McCoy said conventional thinking is sit starters when blown out at the half, but game 1 versus Cavs and game 4 versus Spurs challenges that. Knicks head coach is crazy, but it works. I mean, when you cut the lead to 15 going into the fourth, you have no reason to bench the starters at that point, and you're not going to bench them in the thirds. So, if they were still down 28 going into the fourth, they probably would have gave the starters about 4 minutes to try and do something, and then it would have been over. But they made the comeback in the third, so they got the opportunity. Aiden DJ said veteran De'Aaron Fox that the Spurs wanted did some developing brain levels of idiocy. You think Wemby would be a little humble from time of the months? I mean, we like confidence. At the end of the day, sometimes confidence is going to backfire. Sometimes being arrogant and talking and trash talking all that stuff. Sometimes it backfires on you. And Wemby's going to have to hold like the jokes on social media about the fact that he went at Mitchell Robinson talking about he's in his head, and then he misses 2 free throws in the clutch. Like you're gonna have to find that. At the end of the day, you talk shit and it backfires. You going you just going is what it is. At that point, you know the risk when you decide to talk trash. If you end up fucking up, you gonna get fried. Like that's is what it is. So you
I'm a Fox fan, okay?
Hey, yeah, like you gotta understand when you say stuff and that shit backfires, like people gonna remember the stuff you said. It is what it is. Mr. Drew 28 said Wemby doesn't go for O boards, only his own miss. I mean, I don't agree with that, but for the most part, I think sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. It depends on the play if he has a runway to the rim. And then Respect Steph said OG is that good. OG is that good. Oh, is that goddamn Nat? There we go. Nat fly. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Okay,
come on, I'm locked in. I'm locked in.
Okay,
OG is that goddamn Nat that just won't stop flying around you like miss a damn shot, man. Thank God I managed to translate that. Okay. Anyway, that's all the super chats for now. I'm gonna start bringing people up. Salute to everyone who's been waiting patiently backstage. It's been about 30 minutes. I do appreciate you guys. I'm gonna try and remember the order in which people came up. Because I gotta treat people fairly. I do see Nassim back there, but unfortunately, he was like the 8th person in here, so you don't get to be first this time.
They're saying that Fox and Stephon Castle didn't do any post-game interviews tonight.
Interesting. Good friend of the show, Jonathan Fraser. How you doing?
I'm doing. I have no words. I'm not gonna lie. That guys, it got so bad in that like second quarter. I literally texted my friends. I was like, if you're Mike, do you just put in like one of these end of the bench guys to get Wemby that 4th flagrant so it gets packed up for the next game? Because it got bad. It got bad. It got bad. But
I don't believe you lost hope, man. You don't know your team. Crazy.
I did not.
This happens when you root for other teams during the season. You out there rooting for the Lakers, you rooting for the Thunder. You don't know that your team comes back every time. That's the problem. You're not locked in for real. Real Knicks fans knew what was about to happen. Even I knew what was about to happen.
I have been locked in though. I've been watching every game. I still watch. I watch all the games. I watch all the games.
You ain't been locked in for it. You ain't been locked in for it.
I watch all the games, but I'm not gonna lie. Josh, bro, I love you, dog. You gotta go, bro. You gotta go. I've never seen somebody like I just don't understand what's going on in his head. I don't understand why guys do that. Why don't we just
Where
dunk the
has
ball?
fandom gone?
Why don't we just dunk the ball?
Where has fandom gone in Big 2026? If me, watch the Los Angeles Lakers and Staples Center come back from 30 down at home, I would be up here saying that somebody is the greatest player of all time. I would be up here saying that Derek Fisher, I can't name 9 point guards better than him. I'd be saying that Pau Gasol's a top 5 power forward of all time.
Robert
And
Ory,
niggas
the
is up
best
All
player
here.
my
ever.
energy, I
Niggas
would.
is up
All my
here
energy is
talking about
gone. I have
trading
my
people.
head is literally pounding from all the yelling I was doing. So I can't. I would, but I can't. I'm saving it because I'm not gonna lie. I don't trust him. I don't trust him because I was in the second half when Mitch put in Huck Porty and Sohan. That to me was we've run out of adjustments. We're cooked. So I've got to see what game 5 looks like before I really start like screaming and stuff. But I will say Knicks in 6. Knicks in 6. But I'm
So
keeping
you're
it
losing next
I'm
game.
not
That's what you're saying. You're losing next game.
I I think they're
You don't
gonna
even
like
believe in your team. Crazy.
that is not what it is. That is not what it, okay. That is not what it is.
You
See,
just said you're losing next game. That's what you just said.
you guys get on me for having my eggs in multiple baskets. And then when I'm fully focused on my boys now, but I'm
Believing
being
they're gonna
chill.
lose the next game. Just say you think they're
No,
gonna
I'm
lose next
believe
game.
I the only reason why I'm saying that is I want us to win in New York. I don't want us to win in San Antonio. I'd rather us win in New York. That's the only reason why I'm saying.
Nice little cop out. That's a cute little
I
cop out.
told you this last time I was up here. I was like, I don't really care where we win, but like I'd rather us win in New York. But like I just don't have
What
the energy
sentiment it
to.
would be if the Knicks lose to the Spurs next game, and then breaking news, President Donald Trump will be
Don't
attending.
put that in the air. Stop.
President Donald
Stop.
Trump will be
Stop.
attending Game 6 of the NBA Finals in New
I'll
York
be
City.
I'll be so sick. I'll be so sick. Cause I heard he was supposed to come to this game. And then literally when I found out he wasn't, I let out a sigh of relief. That guy is nothing but bad luck. Nothing but bad luck.
You guys are
Nothing but bad
haters,
luck.
man. Let's get Trump
But
in the building for game 6, man. If there is
Mars,
a
stop
game
playing with
6.
me. Stop playing with me,
Okay.
Mars.
My bad.
Stop. Stop. You already
Do y'all
this
think? Do
Spurs and
y'all think
7
the
talk. Stop.
Spurs? Honestly, like, can the Spurs bounce back? This is
If I'm
tough one.
the Spurs being optimistic, they are literally 2 possessions away from being up 3-1.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. If
Which
they
means
don't though,
you if you're being optimistic, you should have the confidence that like we can beat this team. We should be up 3-1. The issue is knowing that you gave away the 2 games that you lost. Like we can say that at the end of the day, it's just basketball. Mentally, that can have an effect. We'll say that can.
yeah.
Like it's very possible
some,
the Spurs come out in game 5 and have no belief, no energy, and they just get ran out the building and lose by 25.
I
That's
don't think that's gonna
entirely
happen.
possible.
That's the thing. I'd
or
be
like
shocked. I'd be shocked, to be
even
honest.
when you start getting eventually, Mars, I think that starts being a negative. The fact that you're always going up double digits and they keep walking your dumb ass down. Like
It's like every
another
game we
example
start
of
out down
this
15-2.
was like
Something
that
like that.
Denver Clippers in 2020 in the bubble.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all remember, not only did like Denver come back from 3-1, the Clippers had a double-digit lead in all of those games at halftime. Some of them a 20-plus point lead. And they just Denver kept every time walking them down. I think eventually, because it comes to a point where now it's like, oh shit, we up 25. If they finna
Oh shit, it's happening again.
bullshit again.
You're up
Yeah, they
25.
finna
They
do that
cut that shit
bullshit
to
again.
14.
Yeah, like,
Not again. Like that's
yeah.
very like even Portland Golden State 2019. Like the Blazers were up double digits every game. You keep getting walked down. It gets to a point where now you're up double digits. You're not even confident. Like you just like it's only a matter of time before they walk our shit down again. Like they might be enough. They might start
it's a
game
hard
5 and just start panicking. Like it's possible.
That's a hard place to be in a sport to where when you're winning, that's the uncomfortable part. That's a tough place to be, and the Spurs might be there right now.
But
That's tough.
I will say, when I was watching it and like when we missed those two free throws, part of me kind of wants them to get blown out now because next year that might be the greatest revenge tour that I'll ever see him out.
I mean, it won't be
Because
against you
he's got to
guys. You
be
don't
on
have to worry.
demons on it.
You guys won't be back here, but
So
so
the
you ain't gonna worry about that.
going into the series, I of course had faith, but what gave me even more faith is that I wouldn't be shocked if we saw these two teams next year, in my opinion. I don't think there's anybody really close
I
to
would
us
be
in the East.
gobsmacked if the Knicks are in the finals next year.
I would
I
be, yeah. If this is the exact finals next year, I would be very surprised. Assuming a
I
lot of things stay the same in the league. Obviously, we know in the offseason a lot of things happen, but knowing what we know, I'll be very surprised if this is the finals next year.
the reason why I say that is because I feel like all the other teams, at least just in the East, have multiple they're they have like multiple avenues to go, but they're like kind like Boston, they've got to get like either, in my opinion, like a big forward or like a center. But they kind of have like multiple things they need to do versus like, I mean, for us, it's just like get Mitch back really. But I'll be honest, I was kind of saying this might be crazy. Not after what I just saw, I was kind of cool with letting Mitch walk. I had been telling people we got Huck Porty on the bench. Mitch, if you want 20 mil, go get that from LA. Mitch,
Tomorrow was on. We got Darkenstein, so we don't need Mitch.
I thought he was Mars.
You know,
I saw
I'm gonna
some.
be on. Nah, I'm gonna be on it. Let's get some real Knicks representation. This is ridiculous. Welcome to the show, Ken.
What was that goofy nigga talking about? Trade
Lord
Josh
knows,
Hart like he
man.
didn't
Lord
have
knows. Lord
15
knows.
rebounds
We
and
know we need real Knicks representation up here today. This is ridiculous.
oh, I'm not gonna cuss too much on y'all nice on this godly platform. And you know what? I got the Old Testament right here. I got the New Testament right here. And I got the New International version right here. So whatever one y'all want to, I got a quick verse for y'all real quick. I got a verse for y'all real quick. And this comes from Psalm 34 through 18, right? The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. So real talk, I know your boy Fox. He had a couple slip-ups. He jumped with the ball in the air. You're never supposed to do that, especially as a point guard, the veteran, the heady point guard, De'Aaron Fox. But he did it, and it's okay. I love him. Honestly, they should play him 48 minutes a game. I love De'Aaron. You're right about it. I love your analysis on De'Aaron Fox, real talk. I hope Miss Johnson agrees with you. Hey, we love De'Aaron. Hey, you right. I love everything you say about him. Keep him playing. I love that boy. Yeah, I love that boy right there. Can't get enough of him. All right. But I want to keep going. I just want to keep going. Castle fake steps out of bounds. I don't know how they call that nonsense, and I love it. Hey, I love it. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. I love that they didn't call it a backcourt violation. I know it's cap, and I love it. I love it. We cheated. We cheated and we won. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, baby. I love it, boy. This is the greatest. This OG Anunoby. This run from OG Anunoby is better than 2019 Kawhi Leonard. And that's who he learned it from. Because he was on that team and he was on the bench. And he's just getting all that frustration and not being able to play out. And this is actually, I'm being genuine right here. He's actually taking this moment and living through it. And that bitch ass, oh, no. I can't speak ill on that good man named De'Aaron Fox. I could never. Oh, I love that boy. I love that boy. Every Spurs fan, every Knicks fan in the chat, we should have nothing but love for that man, De'Aaron Fox. We love him around here. He the best to ever do it. The best there ever was and the best there ever will be, baby. Clutch Player of the Year 2023.
You finna get me paid.
Ain't that
you finna get me paid. Yeah.
I love that. Love that boy. I got, you know what? I got one more verse for y'all. Matthew 5:4. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. So real talk, Spurs fans, everybody who didn't believe in the Knicks down 29 at halftime, everybody didn't believe in the Knicks down 15 in the fourth quarter, everybody didn't believe when Jalen Brunson shot that stupid ass shot from 40 feet. OG came while we were in mourning, and he saved us with a 30 ball, right? He was fighting for us last game. He's always going to be there for us. right? Hey, Jonathan Frazier, I really want to smack the goofy out of your mouth. What are you over here talking about Boston for? Why are you talking about the improvements Boston need to make? Goofy, get me off the stage. I need to talk to you about that cat take. I told you about cat Morris Talk Sports.
Yeah, you talking about 30 and 16. He had like 11 and 10. Shit, I'm right.
It's about
Nah, hell nah. You ain't talking about him, but you talking about PRA. That's what you talking about. He ain't got that PRA. So yeah, you can get off the stage too. Goodbye. Yeah, hell yeah. Let's get another Knicks fan. He fully kitted out. Goddamn. Welcome to the show, Damani.
What is up, guys?
There you go.
What is up?
Hello, how you doing?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Doing amazing. My heart dropped. Adam really thought he could make the call. We bigger than Adam. We bigger than Adam. OG, untouched in the city forever.
Adam I do feel like OG is safe in the streets of New York for life now.
Yo,
for sure. Really boy, you better not lay a hand on OG.
No, we will like start riots if you even try even talk crazy about OG in the city. That's Finals MVP. Cat, you had it for the first 2 games, but OG been consistent the entire series. Even when they were down by 29, OG making clutch shots. Brunson in that second half, that 3, I know that 3 is gonna get erased. I thought that 3 that Brunson took was so dumb. I don't know why he took that 3.
He really pulled from.
I mean, he wanted the shot and he saw the double coming. So it's like either he gets out now or he doesn't.
He was like, "Am I going to pass or shoot?"
Yeah.
You know, damn.
The spirit of Kobe had him. He was like, hey.
Yeah.
He saw the. I don't know if you guys seen the thing going around on Twitter about Kobe missing shots for offensive rebounds for his teammates. That's what Jalen Brunson was doing. He was thinking the long game. He really a Kobe disciple for real. He's like, if Wemby on me and I'm seeing a double team, someone gonna be open for the offensive rebound. Let me just get that shit on the rim. That's. I'm with you, JB. I see what was going on.
I guess
that's why he shot that shit.
Man, what a game! I genuinely think this is one of the greatest sports games I've watched in my life. I think that just the resilience for the Knicks to even come back and 14 threes in the first half, and some of the shots that we're making in that first half, those are like killers. Some of those shots are killers. Like it like deflated me seeing like Stephon Castle, who isn't a great shooter, just making random threes. Carter Bryant, I think, made 2 threes. Was it 2 or 1? I don't know. Carter Bryant made some. That I was like, okay, man. I was like, okay, I gotta like prepare myself. San Antonio go back 2-2. Then I'm seeing the comeback. My mom is next to me. She's telling me, Knicks could still win it. I'm down. I'm like, okay, I don't know. I had to see 0-0 before I get really hyped. And Josh Hart really tried to actively sabotage what the city's looking like right now. That was crazy. I didn't know you could miss a wide open layup like that. But De'Aaron Fox decided to match him by getting blocked by OG. While you guys
OG's had 3 of them in this series, by the way. Backpedaling, transition, like he's had 3 of them in this series.
I don't know if you during the press conference while the town hall was happening, Fox said that he thought he could outrun OG on that possession, which I think you're a veteran. You should know that you are up 1 and you got a little greedy. You should be able to, try to slow it down, make sure that like things are.
I'm telling you, he was thinking like, oh, because sometimes you do kind of get that outlet pass and you're up 1, and then you either like lay it up or if he was to go up, probably should have went up to dunk it. In all honesty, if he was to go up, he was like, oh yeah, I can just outrun OG. I'm faster than him and lay the ball in and extend the lead to. I know that's what he was thinking. Now, once you get blocked, you look dumb as hell.
That's true. But
once you get blocked, you look dumb as hell.
Does he know that one of the disciples of Kawhi's behind him, but he can't be trying that on OG? He can't be trying.
You shouldn't be trying that on Jose Alvarado. Dribble the ball out.
Yeah, that's true. But even if he I'm just thinking of this, as him just going with OG again. I can't believe OG. He's really. I can't wait for Players' Choice tomorrow. I can't wait for y'all to get it off. Ron and Penn specifically. Those 2 were talking real nasty these past 2 days. They were talking real nasty. The Spurs. I don't know. I don't think they're winning Game 5. I don't think they're winning game 5. I think the
Real
series-
Knicks fan. There you go. Real Knicks
I
fan.
don't like how you can't lose by 29 and think, oh, like you got to think about the mental aspect. Coming back down from losing, letting the team come back down from that much just hurts mentally. And seeing how like they're all my age, like I'm 22, they're all my age, like that takes you out mentally. Like I don't think they're winning in San Antonio. I think the series is done. I think that Saturday is the last game of the season. I think that we will get it done in New York. I can't wait. Like I said, all the Knicks believers, Ox, OG, Real Talk Mars, I can't wait for y'all to be in New York. Can't wait for y'all to, even though he's talking about Spurs in 7, we not believing in no Spurs in 7. It's Knicks in 5.
Talk heavy.
It's Knicks in
Oh,
5.
Are you guys ready if the Spurs win game 5? For all the talk to
I am
be-
mentally.
If the Spurs win game 6, the Knicks
they
are
win
leaving
game
San
6,
Antonio in game 7.
if the Knicks lose game 6, they're losing game 7. But we're not even thinking about that.
That has to be the talk, man. That has to be the talk.
They're not thinking about that. That momentum is shifted all on the Knicks. I think the series is done. Like people have been telling me about like all these things about how momentum is such an important thing in the sport of basketball. And people like when like obviously like the refs were bad in that first half, but people are telling me that because of the free throw discrepancies that it's not as fair as people think it is. People forget momentum is a big thing in this sport. Like I don't think that like Jonathan Frazier talking about Knicks in 6, they're not losing game 5. He needs to stop talking like that. They're winning on Saturday. The parade will be, I don't know when parades usually happen. Parade is going to be next week. We got to get ready.
I think one thing that I do agree, like the Spurs locker room right now, and if you're ever somebody who's been in any sports environment and you're in a locker room after a loss like that, or if you're the person, mind you, I just shared a story earlier today. I was the person that lost the game. You know, if one person was to be blamed, that's, hey man, your teammates looking at you funny, right? If you start over somebody, the bench player saying, "See, I always was better than this nigga." Like it's a lot going on in their locker room right now. We don't know where Dylan Harper is at mentally. Fox might be gone. He might be gone. It might be done.
I think win or lose, De'Aaron Fox is getting traded in the summer. I don't know how you. I don't know. It's gonna be hard to get.
Dylan Harper is too good to be backing up De'Aaron Fox. Respectfully, like this ain't about like anything other than he's too good to be backing up De'Aaron Fox. That's really all it is. He could back up Steph. He could back up Luka. He can cool. He can't. He's too good to be De'Aaron Fox's backup. It doesn't make sense.
I didn't know
Is he too good to be Castle's backup?
No.
Well, no, they're going to be starting together next year. So
yeah, I don't think De'Aaron Fox
worry about
will lose.
I'm not gonna lie. You're losing the De'Aaron Fox war. Is what it is. Like,
I know that. I know, but I'm just saying, man. Just because Fox play ass, don't mean everybody else wasn't also playing.
Castle was bad today too. I mean, he was in foul trouble the whole game.
We gotta talk about
wasn't doing a whole lot of anything.
My bad. I'm looking at the comments right now. I did not know Wemby was that bad in the second half when it came to his shooting.
That he is flying by. Just
yo, it's weird, right? Because like the free throws, unacceptable. I have to rewatch Wemby's misses. It feels like most of his misses are on possessions in which he ended up tipping the ball in for himself anyway.
Yeah,
like, am I misremembering the game?
No. He had a lot of like,
he just
crazy.
Like it feels like from my memory, like I said, I gotta rewatch the game. I don't know if I'm gonna rewatch it right after this or I'm gonna rewatch it when I wake up. It feels like in the second half, most possessions in which he was missing shots, it was just because he ended up going 1 for 4 on tippings. So like, I'm still on the side of, at the end of the day, that's still one possession in which you scored. It doesn't really bother me in terms of the field goal percentage.
That might be
but I might be wrong. I'm not saying he didn't miss any other shots because he did. Mm-hmm. He shot threes when he had Porty on him. He shot threes when he had Mitchell Robinson on him. For whatever reason, every time Wemby gets a block, that's his heat check moment, and he shoots a logo 3. I don't know what that's about, but that's just what he does. If he blocks a shot, that's how he knows he's hot. And just starts shooting threes. So I'm not saying all of his misses with that, but it feels like whatever he shot, you said 9 for 25 or whatever. Mm-hmm. It feels like at least like 5 of those misses were tip-ins. It feels like it. I might be wrong though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody saying he was 1 for 8 in the restricted area in the second half.
That's what I'm saying. I might be wrong. I have to rewatch the game. This is just
A
off
lot
like
of the lobs
memory.
from Stephon Castle were bad too in that second half. Like Wemby had to like continue stretching his arm back just to get the ball because they were just trying to spam lobs. Like as much as they played horribly. Like just the shot selection was just terrible. Like Wemby forcing up threes in like a time where they didn't need to force up threes. Julian Champagny had no magnet today. I thought he was going to be the one to go off with the magnet today.
Vassell had the magnets instead.
Vassell had the magnet going strong in the first half.
Like his magnets turned off in the after that was it a mid range or like a pull up three? I forgot what it was, but after that it was and Dylan Harper had a lot of rookie shot attempts. Like it was just a lot of
bad. You saw a step back 3 on OG. That shit was missed by about 5 feet.
Yeah, that was bad. Like it's just again, Knicks played bad in that first half, but the Spurs turned it around and played even worse in the second half. The fact that you even let a team come down by 29 points, it doesn't even sound real to say. The Knicks came back down from 29 points, and I'm not supposed to believe this is one of the greatest teams of all time. I'm watching on my screen right now. Like I'm ready to say.
I want y'all to get all of this. So I'm genuinely happy for New York Knicks fans. Like for real, like y'all are like y'all are a big market team that never win shit. Respectfully, no disrespect. Y'all are
you're completely right. I'm seeing so many people I know pretend to be like they actually cared about the Knicks when they were bad, care about New York basketball when it was bad, and just seeing everybody I know around me just come together, just be happy that we have a winning team, even though they didn't pop out for the New York Liberty. Like I'm not gonna forget about that Liberty chip. I'm not forgetting about that Liberty chip, but obviously for the men's sports teams, like Knicks bringing the city back together, even though what they were doing on I think Monday night, that was crazy. I don't know why you were attacking people. Like that's crazy to me. But I'm just happy that the city as a whole is able to just come together, just be locked into one thing. Like even like a lot of people who don't even watch basketball is tuned in with this series. It's just good to see, even though a lot of people are pretending like they've been here. But it's cool to see that the game of basketball is just drawing so many people to sit down, watch together, and be able to see a great team play basketball. Even though
New York y'all are the mecca of the game, right? That's what y'all are called, the mecca of basketball. And we've been waiting for y'all to show and prove of that. And this year, y'all are, man. Salute. Central Park is packed out. People outside watching the game on the big screen. It's a good moment for the city, man. Good moment for the city. Yeah, and I feel like y'all are building a lot of positive momentum. I like the mayor that y'all have now.
Yeah, it's been beautiful. It's been sunshines and rainbows since Mom Donnie got into that office, man. It's been beautiful.
See what I'm saying? When good people are around, you get good energy. When Orange Man comes in with all that negativity, sits in your stadium, you lose. I'm telling you.
And I went out to a watch party. I went out to a watch party for Game 3. I'm not doing that. One watch party and they lose, I'm staying in the house. I'm not doing that.
As you should. See, that's what I mean. Accountability. He realized the errors of his ways. They were winning. He went outside. They lost. Let me stay inside. Like, do it. I respect you as an AA. Jonathan Fraser, I ain't gonna lie, you just a fool. But salute to you, Damani. Thanks for coming up. Hopefully we see you for after game 5. Where you guys are NBA champions. So
can't wait for Players' Choice tomorrow. It's gonna be a great show tomorrow.
That should be interesting. Yeah, Merry Christmas. We'll read some super chats actually, and then we'll bring up the next people. We are prioritizing cameras, by the way, so if your camera's on, you will get prioritized. Super chat from Blood of the Panther. Hit a plus 1100 on this game. This series is over. Brunson will win Finals MVP. He's back. I guess now is a good time. Who is your Finals MVP right now?
Who's mine and who do I think is in the lead right now?
Yeah, we'll answer both. Who you would vote for? Who you think would win it?
Right now, we'll vote for OG. With the moments that Brunson has had to win these games, I think Brunson's in the league right now.
I would vote for OG. I think right now, if the voting was now, I do think OG would win it. If I'm being honest, I genuinely do think OG would win it. I think the efficiency, he's averaging, I want to say 25. I might be wrong on that. He had, which is I can't. Basketball Reference obviously hasn't refreshed, so I now got to calculate this myself. He had 17 the first 2 games, then 28. 17 plus 17 plus 28 plus 33. He's averaging just under 25. He's 23.75. He's averaging about 24 points per game. He's doing that on about 75% true shooting. While being maybe their best defender, probably their best defender.
Yeah, no, maybe he is.
Yeah. Just thinking, yeah, you averaging 24, maybe being the best defender in the series, and you hit a game winner.
That's how like Jalen Brown, excuse me, kind of basically along some of those lines. So yeah, maybe he is just both. The answer to both.
Yes, yeah. I think OG might win it if the vote was today, but he would be my vote. I know that he would be my vote. Add Fresh 7914, best in the world with no MVP or ring. SJ has 2 and Jokic has 3. This is the wrong platform for those type of questions.
But respect to you, though. Respect to you.
Respect to SJ and Jokic too. Like I said, I've never said Wemby's the best in the world. I just said he might be. This is what I've been saying about Jokic, SJ, and Wemby like all of 2026 at this point. I think they're the top 3. I think any of them could be the best in the world. It depends how I feel on the day. Yeah, that's the group, in my opinion. Jonathan Fraser typed back in. Hate me, all you MFers want. I refuse to get hyped like this until I see that trophy in hand. Knicks in 6 till the day I die. You don't better not celebrate after game 5. Remember what you're saying. You better not celebrate. Christopher Drake 7449. Real talk. Is it still Cade over Brunson? Also, absolutely. I think Fox thought they was down because the foul right after was random too. He got lucky. It was 1 to give. So yeah, you still think Cade is better than Brunson?
Yeah. If Cade was on the Knicks, this series would be over already. Yeah.
We'll never know because he's not.
Yeah,
because
we
he
will
lost
never
round
know.
2 to the Cavs, who Brunson swept.
Brunson swept them.
Conference Finals MVP. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Wemby did all that squawking at Mitchell Robinson just for Mitch to box in the clutch twice. Yeah, it's tough when you talk shit and shit goes left. It's a tough spot to be in. But anyway, I'm not gonna lie. If we end up back here and the Spurs do come back, I will remember this show. I'll just say that. If the Spurs do end up actually coming back, I'll remember this show. And I'll look back on it fondly. Because, Spurs in 7. OVO Hussein said a top 3 game in NBA history. What a choke by Wemby and Box. I mean, for real, the only Spur who I think can leave that game without saying they're culpable is Dylan Harper and Devin Vassell. I think everyone else is culpable in some capacity for what happened. Now to varying degrees, but those are the only 2 that I think can leave this game without any real responsibility for what unfolded. But salute to Wemby. He was still a +1 in this game, so they won the Wemby minutes. Leave him alone.
Hey, I'm getting tired of that stat. Hey, I'm getting very annoyed of that stat.
OG was a -1, so what kind of impact did he really have?
Yeah, exactly. He sucks.
DSG Piccolo said, also, why did Alvarado try to dump Wemby like that? I was like, what the F is he doing right now? LMAO, do the Knicks try to bait Wemby into another play? I don't think they got to do all that. I mean, you up 3-1, play basketball, win the game. You don't got to worry about baiting Wemby into another playground. If he picks one up, he picks one up.
Wemby on the court.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about, but
he tackled him, and they said that was a common foul.
I mean, yeah, look common to me. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Anyway, let's bring up, I believe Hunter was next. Another Knicks fan. Hello. Welcome. He's been waiting.
Hello. How are you? How are you doing tonight?
What's up, Hunter? How you doing, man?
All right, man. You know what's crazy? I can't talk about the game because, well, first off, let me do this. Let me apologize actually to my Knicks. After watching that first quarter, the fouls that weren't getting called, that Devin Vassell magnet ball, that Wemby move on Mitch where he it wasn't like a dream shake, but when we went around him, that like first bucket he got, I think, like holy shit, what footwork for, but whatever. And I remember I checked back in like around the second quarter. I can't remember what the score was, but I was just like, the way the Spurs are shooting, the way the refs are calling this game. Yeah, we'll get him in San Antonio. Cut back to maybe an hour and a half later, my dad texts me, yo, did you check the score? I'm like, no, I checked the score. 99-95. What the hell? And when I checked back in, I swear to God, I blacked out. I don't remember. Like hearing you guys talk about the game, I'm like, oh yeah, that did happen. Because I don't remember. I was just in my hotel room here, I was just screaming. I literally wanted the hotel crew knocking my door. Is everything okay in there? I'm like, yeah. Like I don't like it's. I've never. I should have known better after the Cavs game. I should have known better. I should have known to believe in this team. But so I apologize to my Knicks. From now on, I don't care if you're down 50. I will watch that. I will finish that game.
That's what this
I
just.
can't believe you stopped watching, man. I feel like that's borderline unacceptable.
I apologize. I thought it was over.
I feel like that's borderline unacceptable. I'm gonna be honest.
You're right.
I know there's a bunch of Knicks fans in the back. If you guys can type in the private chat, is it acceptable for a Knicks fan to stop watching the game? I just want to let everyone. I want to know, is that acceptable in the NBA Finals, mind you? Because I'm not sure, man.
I'm sorry,
It's
Cowboy.
to a point, man, where you think like, is this dynasty? like the stuff that's been going in this playoff run for them. I started to feel like that with Indiana last year.
Oh, Destiny. You said Dynasty. I was confused. Yeah. Destiny.
Oh, my fault. Destiny.
Yeah, I don't want to
like,
talk about that.
When the ball bounces up off the back rim and drops for you, like when shit like that is happening, right? When you magically come back from down 20 against the Cavs in what, a quarter of basketball play? Not even a quarter, like really 7 minutes. They did that in like 7 minutes. Then you pull off what you just pulled off tonight. That just means the Knicks were supposed to win this year. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was written in the heavens or something. I don't know. There were too many things to go wrong for San Antonio in the game for there not to be some kind of external power going. I think a certain somebody came in the locker room at halftime and said, "Y'all better get your shit together." But hey, man, Jalen Brunson's best point guard in the league. He better than Shea. OG should have been all defense. Should have been first team all defense. We're at it. Should have been defensive player of the year. Who else? I almost forgot. Real talk. Respect Ariel Hukporti. I heard you
talk respect about Darkenstein. Facts. Respect Darkenstein. Oh,
exactly. Who else? Who was our sixth man? Josh Hart, best guard rebounder in the league. Deuce may
until he lets Stephon Castle get behind him.
We talk positive, but you know.
Man, you better what you call Jose Alvarado.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Only three Knicks really hoops for him. I'm gonna be honest. Only three Knicks really hoops for him. Like,
when we signed him, I didn't like the signing because I didn't think we needed another guard. I wanted like another big wing. Wow, has he surprised me? Because I thought when we got him, he's just another little scrappy defender, like a Patrick Beverly.
I said he wasn't gonna play for real in the playoffs.
I really did. Like he's been so. I remember that one game he had. I can't remember what game it was, but he had like 8 threes. Like I don't know what happened, but like ever since he got to the Knicks, he's been like a good shooter.
In his hometown, man. He comfortable. He in his hometown. That's where he want to be.
Started doing commercials with Patrick Ewing. That's what happened.
He locked in, man. He from out there. This means something to him. So he's doing everything he can. I ain't expect him to really play in the playoffs, but I mean, you can swing a finals game to put your team up 3-1.
Shout out to Mike for Mike was just searching for answers. Like niggas was just sitting in the game. Like, hey, can you be a spark? Can you be a spark?
He was.
He flipped through the roster till he found something. He's like, Jose, hey, let's see how long this can go. Let's see how long this can be a positive. And there were plenty of times, Mars, where Jose was in the game, even while they were like making the run back. I'm like, all right, enough of the Jose bit, because it's like, oh my goodness. Some of these possessions, Jose is the low man on a tag for a Wemby roll. Hey, we're not going to be able to do this, Mike. Eventually, we're going to have to address this. But they kept being able to get away with it. So, salute to Mike Brown.
Facts.
Rushing through the roster.
Yes, definitely salute to Mike Brown. For further, I don't know what he said in that locker room and on that bench, but Mike Brown's a damn good coach. Damn good coach.
Till he blows a 3-1 lead in the finals and everyone's calling for
Mars,
his head.
no. Why are you gonna put that out there, Mars? Why?
Man, you ain't watched the game. You don't talk to me. You ain't watched the game. You don't get to.
That's not the point.
Big bro. Like, you ain't watched the game. You ain't watched the game. I saw it. You know what?
You're still being.
Wait, yeah, you know what? Yeah, cool. Whatever. Mm-hmm. You ain't even watched the game. I don't know why you're even up here. You ain't even watch. You ain't even see how it happens. You don't even know what happens. So, you know what? Next person up, Hamza. I believe this might be your first time up here.
Yeah, this is my first time up here. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to everybody. Real quick, I just want to let y'all know. I saw a tweet on the timeline, probably like before the game today, and it basically perfectly summed up how I feel about Wemby. Like, you come into the season, you know, you hear all this talk about Wemby, because I'm gonna get into Wemby because we've been getting on Fox. Let's talk about Wemby a little bit.
Hey, art thou not talketh about the Savior? Hey, you can't say anything about Wemby. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
And that's like, the problem is there's so many people who we get it. We get a generational player who, I mean, we didn't expect the Spurs to win 60-something games. And obviously Wemby's at the center of that and everything. It looks great in the regular season and it looks amazing in the playoffs too. But once it got down to the playoffs is when my Wemby hate started to boil up. Because this man right here, I'm a Wolves fan, so I'm going to just throw that out there. So obviously you got the elbow that played into a factor, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it really started when he got up there and talked about the ethical hoops. You know, whenever that came out, everybody loved it. He's like, oh yeah, he's coming for OKC. He been whooping their ass in the regular season. He just it's perfect, right? He's the guy that's going to dethrone him. And then he gets up there and just it's all the gimmicks, all the monk gimmicks, all the, you know, walking. They said this before this game, he walked around barefoot in Madison Square Garden so he could connect with the game or with the court, whatever. And then the flopping has gotten out of control. You're 7'5". I get it. Flopping, that's Adam Silver's basketball now. But I just want to get out there because I have had some hate boiled up from Wemby. So I did want to bring that up. I think I want to talk about Fox a little bit too, but you guys mentioned that Wemby was 3 for 14 in the second half. He also, I mean, if you go back, including that second quarter, he was 4 for 18. So I think literally.
So he really hooped for the first quarter.
He literally only hooped for the first quarter. And I thought the same, and you got to think about it. Most of his hoops, most of his hoops, as far as like whenever he gets in a rhythm and it looks like, is when typically the Knicks concede a switch or they get out of position in their drop coverage or whatever. And then Wemby they have to foul him, they have to bulldoze him, or they concede the lob or whatever. Whenever they're not doing that, whenever the Knicks are not missing rotations and they're on point, Wemby is literally sitting on the perimeter and he can't do anything. And that's why I'm not gonna get, like Mark said, I don't really care about the best in the world talks. I mean, let's be honest, it's just fun watching it. You know, you seeing this kid, 22 years old, he getting to the finals. But we already knew he wasn't best in the world. Well, I knew. I'm sure there's. I'm sure there's people who actually, and that's another problem I have. And I'll let you guys talk because I'm kind of going on a rant here. But
no, you good.
Yeah, there's people that are actually gaslighting themselves into believing like you got a guy who's 7'5", generational talent again, whatever. He's great. Even when he plays great, I give him his flowers.
You
But
don't have
bro,
to Stephen A. it, by the way.
no,
You keep Stephen
okay.
Stephen A. in it. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. You're right.
You keep
Put
trying to. You
Wemby
keep
for
trying to.
real.
Oh, you know, he's my best friend. You know, he's a great philanthropist. Just say, hey, just bump all the
You're right.
compliments.
You're right.
Just say what you gotta say, man. Just be
Wemby FC has lost their damn mind.
There you go.
They're delusional, and it's crazy because they've only been FC for what, 6 months? Not even 6 months, probably 3 months.
Talk
Like,
about it.
They've only been
Talk
FC for 3
about
months.
it.
If the Spurs were 40 and 42, 40 and 42, Wemby FC wouldn't exist. Wemby would still be sitting on just talents, and this will all be like. But hey, I don't know, man. Hey, this is
Nah, you cook. You up here cooking.
this is
You up
crazy.
here cooking.
Hey,
all these former Jokic niggas, all of a sudden the biggest Wemby fans.
bro,
We
it's
see
insane. Hey, I'm gonna let you guys say so. I don't even know, man.
Yeah, real talk. This is your domain. You wanted to get some shit off about Wemby too. This is your time.
No, I'm on the real app now, so I'm able to go quarter to quarter. Mars, you know, and so +1 with the Wemby minutes, right?
They lost the second half by -27. I know that, but that means he was plus
That is
29 in the first half. So he did his part.
Nah. You can't. Yeah, -11 in the third, -16 in the fourth. 1 for 4 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter.
That's
2 for 9
unacceptable.
from the field. Yeah.
1 for 4 is
Yeah.
unacceptable.
See, that goes into the gimmick. We get into your head, and then you got the 2 biggest free throws of your life. What
Yeah, I'm
happened?
not gonna lie, because he like an 85% free throw shooter.
Yeah, he's a good free throw shooter.
There's no excuse for that. Like, I mean, if you're a bad free throw shooter, you can understand. Mitch Robinson go 1 for 4, you kind of celebrate.
yeah.
He made 1.
Yeah, that's true.
But Wemby missed 2 in a row, and that second one, that shit hung on the front rim. Like he ain't have no confidence in that one.
No.
So you know,
and he always does his
bad showing from Wemby, yeah, for sure. I don't know if it was as bad as his game 1 performance, but you can say he's had 2 bad games in this series now. Like,
well, actually,
50 is a 50-50 on if he played okay. That's not good.
If you take away the magnitude, if you take away the magnitude, I'll say yeah, game 1 was worse. But this guy just sat there and was inefficient the last really 36 minutes.
The last 3 quarters, yep.
And watched this team crumble. Had a chance to propel them to victory, despite all that. With 2 clutch free throws, you make 1, you probably tie the game.
Right, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
If you're taking away the magnitude, sure. But brother, I don't know if y'all watch football for real. This was 28-3 right now. And that
Patriots, Falcons.
Yes, that was.
Is it this bad? I wouldn't know.
Oh, absolutely. I'll be honest. I'd say it's worse.
I don't think I've ever seen something that bad, actually.
Because you got to go back out there again. Falcons, they just went home in the offseason. They got to go back out there again, and I don't know.
It's up there though. Like they are kind of battling for
you
the
guys
biggest choke.
This gonna motivate the Spurs. Spurs in 7. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Wemby about to come out with a statement game 5. Then game 6, they're gonna squeak one out in MSG. Game 7 for all the marbles. You know, Wemby gonna put on a dominant showing. He gonna have like 7 blocks because he saw Chet had 5 last year. You know, he got 1-up Chet. Because you know he hates him, so he gonna be going up against Chet in game 7. It's not even gonna be about Cat and Mitchell Robinson and them. Like I've seen the scripts, I know what's going on. It's drawn up. So
I would not
enjoy this while you
surprised.
can, Knicks fans. Spurs in 7. You know what I'm saying?
I do want to say one more thing, and I don't think y'all realized it, but Cat did tip that last inbounds because Castle was wide open. That was probably gonna be a layup game winner, but Cat tipped that. So I don't know if a lot of people caught that, but Cat did tip that. So shout out to Cat, obviously.
Who's throwing the ball in bounds on the last play? Please don't.
Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper.
He was like, damn, please don't be De'Aaron.
Hey, real talk. Hey, I do want to get to, let me tell you something. All these people talk about De'Aaron Fox. Nah, he got brought here, obviously, to be the closer or whatever. But boy, the Spurs might be stuck, man. They're gonna have to take a loss on that contract. The craziest part is it's not even the fact that he's played bad. It's the fact that they gave him a super max extension, or it was a max extension, whatever it was. And they're gonna have
contract's not as big of a deal as I think y'all think it is.
Man, just accept the L, man.
No, I'm saying
man.
moving
He
him.
is
I'm saying
making
he's
61 million in 2030. The contract
Exactly.
sucks.
Yeah.
okay.
It kicks
contract is
in next year. It
terrible.
didn't kick in yet.
No, it
You
is
didn't
not. If you have a team full of young people that you're not paying anybody yet, that's what I'm
Well,
saying.
Wemby's got to get
He's
paid.
not
That's
going to be on the
not
team
bad.
full of young people.
That's what
So
I
that means
said.
another team has to trade for him.
Yeah, if you
The
keep him, then
contract
you're
is
just
terrible.
blocking
Right
Bill
now
I'm
it's
not gonna lie.
44 million.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Your level of cope is actually disgusting. This contract is disgusting. It's terrible.
No,
It's
the
a
contract
terrible
is
contract.
disgusting. He's gonna
It's a
average
terrible
56 million, I
contract.
think, over the next 4 years. And you just talk about like
Come
there's
on.
no way Dylan Harper is sitting behind De'Aaron Fox next year. So you're gonna have
We'll take
56 million sitting on the bench.
I mean, yeah, I'm
Trade
sure you would
give
take
him
it, yeah.
give him Fred VanVleet and who the fuck else
Hey.
y'all want?
If
Who
the
else they
Spurs,
want?
if their GM can pull that
KD.
off, hey, shout out to him. That's
Yeah, we'll take
Sam Presti type. But yeah, I just think Wemby's, man, he had a good run. And people don't understand, man, it's hard to get back, man. And you just choke. You just, especially with the second apron and stuff like that now, it's hard to get back. You can't just pull a LeBron and go join Miami and then you'll get back a few times. It's hard to get back. So the fact
I
that
agree
I
with
don't.
that,
I look again. Fox terrible, horrendous mistakes today. Absolutely, but people say this is the J.R. Smith play. The J.R. Smith play implies there was a LeBron game going on.
yeah,
There wasn't.
no.
The other nigga
Yeah, this
that
is
was the
cope.
best
I'm sorry.
player-
This is cope. This is
no,
disgusting.
no.
So now, wait. So
That's
now it's
not
worse
cope.
because there was no legacy
It's not
save.
cope.
What? No, that's
No,
cope.
no. What
does LeBron
that's
hooping
not what
have
I'm
to
saying.
do with De'Aaron
That's
Fox
not
being
what I'm
trash?
saying. There's not the J.R. Smith play because there was more than that one play that lost them the game. That's what I'm saying. They were up 30.
They did blow a
They
30
were up
point.
one when he took that
30
dumbass layup.
points.
And they were
Yeah.
up one when he took that dumbass layup.
Hey, but they don't remember.
Yes,
real
they
talk.
were.
He did hit
They
that clutch
win
three.
the
I'm
they
saying
win
they
the
don't-
game
this is-
if he don't do
To
that.
me,
They
there's
win
no
the
way.
game if he
I
don't do
don't
that.
watch a team blow a 30-point lead and pinpoint the loss to one play.
No. I mean,
There's
Fox
no
was.
way.
I
You
can
were
assure
up 30 points.
I can assure you, if Nikola Jokic did what De'Aaron Fox did, he would not be telling me about. They were up 30. You would not be telling me about no. They blew. You would. It's not just one person. You would not be telling me about that. You'd be yelling about how Jokic is a fraud. You've been right for 14 years, and everyone else is just lying. That's what you'd be telling. If Wemby did that dumbass shit, you'd be like, where Jokic FC just jumped to Wemby. Now look at Wemby. That's what you'd be doing. If it was a player you was not glazing, you would be telling us about how you were right about the player because they sold the game. But because it's De'Aaron Fox, you are coping. It's the same reason. If James Harden did that shit, you know what I'd be doing? Hey, James Harden thought they blew a 30-point lead. I mean, all of this was going wrong. This guy missed these many shots. I'm like, cool. It's what you're doing for De'Aaron Fox. You are coping. It's okay. Are you right that it takes more than one person to blow a 30-point lead? Yes. Are you only saying this because it's De'Aaron Fox who's actually the reason that they messed it up in the last 10 seconds? Also, yes. If Dylan Harper did that shit, would you give him the same grace? Maybe. If Stephon Castle did that dumbass shit though, you know what you'll be saying? Bench Stephon Castle. That's what you'd be telling us. Bench him. He's trash. He needs to be on the bench. It's not De'Aaron Fox who needs to be on the bench. It's him. That's what you'd be telling us. You know why? Because you don't like Stephon Castle the way you do De'Aaron Fox. It's okay. You are coping. That is fine, except that you are coping. There are players you like, and you cope for them. You are coping for Mr. De'Aaron. It's okay. We understand it. We have biases. Everyone has their biases. It's okay. You have yours. Just acting like you're being objective about this is ridiculous. You are not being objective. You are clearly not.
How am I not being objective by saying that one play didn't determine a 30-point comeback?
Well, I think we all know that.
I am objectively correct. I've already said Fox.
You are correct.
Matter of fact, I said Fox spearheaded the loss. I've said this. I tweeted it. I've said all of this. Fox was absolutely horrible today in the second half of that game.
Mm-hmm.
but there is context to everything. He is playing
And you want to provide the
alongside-
context when it's the
No,
player you
I
like.
just because even in games, I think Stephon Castle played trash. If Wemby played trash, that is the bigger story. That's the bigger focal point.
So you think Wemby's performance is a bigger story than what De'Aaron did?
In the second
What?
half of this
In the
basketball
second
game,
half, yeah.
Yes, you think Wemby?
yes,
you
the
think-
best player in the world
Okay,
surrendering a 30-point
here's what I'm
lead.
gonna do. You are not being serious right now. So me and
Yo,
Hamza are
that's
gonna host.
great.
Yeah, me and Hamza are gonna host.
Hey, shout out,
'cause
shout
you,
out.
Yeah, you are unserious. Welcome to the host seat.
Hey,
Let's bring up Emmanuel. Welcome to the show. Emmanuel.
Yo, real talk.
Can you hear
really
me?
good.
Yeah, he's just not being. He needs to be on timeout. He's just not being serious. It's okay though. What are your thoughts?
During the game, I was like on autopilot because they were up by so much. So I wasn't even like paying attention. Every time I look back and forth, the lead is just like dwindling more and more. And then I start really locking in when it's like a 10-point lead. And to be honest, this is what happens when you rely on demon magic hoops. Because I don't know what the Spurs were doing. I remember in the first half, they just weren't missing. Like, I think this is like to end the second half. It was just like 3 after 3 after 3 after 3. And then my friend told me halfway through the game, they're like, yeah, everything's going to revert to the means. I was like, yeah. I remember Jalen Brunson was ass, which made me very happy because I want Cat to win the finals MVP. But he ended up picking it up. And it's just crazy because he just like, he missed like, he was missing everything. Like, I
Time out. No, wait, because now I'm.
Oh, by the way,
I'm
thank
actually
you, Hamza,
getting
for
mad.
taking the hosting.
I am
We're good.
getting mad
Thanks for
now.
coming in.
Actually, the more and more I think about it, if LeBron James was up 30 points in the third quarter of a NBA Finals game, we wouldn't be up here talking about Kyrie Irving. No, we would not. Even if Kyrie played like shit, it wouldn't happen. It wouldn't happen if Tristan Thompson was trash. We would be up here talking about how LeBron James let his team lose a 30-point lead. What are we talking about? If this thing's the best player in the world, the best player in the sport, or in that conversation, yes, him, who was also 3 for 14 in the second half of the game, him, who also missed 2 free throws to extend the lead late in the fourth quarter, we would be talking about that. That is the headline, not De'Aaron Fox. I'm sorry. No, it's not. That's the headline. The best player on the planet let his team blow a 30-point lead in the second half of a game in which he went 3 for 14. What are we talking about?
Have we?
What
not
are we
spoke about
talking
Victor Wembanyama?
about?
Have we not spoke about Victor Wembanyama? Has everyone not agreed on Victor Wembanyama?
Bro,
Has anyone come up here
everybody on the Fox.
saying it's not
What
Wemby?
are we talking about?
So has anyone disagreed on Victor Wembanyama?
I've come to the realization that Vic is just a generational clip farmer. He does a lot of things for clips, like the whole Mitch Robinson thing where he's like, I'm in your head, I'm in your head. That was just poetic justice. I don't know
That
why
would have
he
been
keeps-
cold if they would have maintained their 30-point lead.
It would have been cold, but
It was not cold.
he wants to moonlight as Kevin Durant for some unknown reason, taking midi fades and things
If
of
you
that
thought you
nature.
could be Kevin Durant, would you not try?
I would 100% would try, but God didn't have that in the cards for me. I'm a foot shorter, sadly, and bad at basketball.
And Wemby's a foot taller. So you know what he thinks? He could be 8-foot Kevin Durant.
He's
He's wrong.
5'2" tall to be Kevin Durant.
I mean, yeah, he wrong, but I mean, he believed what he believed. But yeah, Wemby stunk it up. Everyone is in agreement. Wemby did not, however, take a layup up 1 with 10 seconds left in the game. He did not do that.
There's one thing that
He
confused me
missed 2
about
free throws.
He
He
did.
missed 2 free throws.
He did. And
He
he's
did?
been criticized
Yes,
for
he
that
did.
by everyone. Yes, absolutely.
Yes, he did. Best player in the world.
I would say that he was in
The
his
80+% free throw shooter missed 2
Absolutely.
free throws.
Absolutely, and everyone has criticized him for that.
Yeah, I watched.
You said no, but you want to go all off on me about De'Aaron Fox. But you're
how you're coping for him. Not that he has. Not that you haven't said he's been bad.
How was it cope when I said he was ass? How was that
Like
cope?
I said, I mean, I already explained how. Like I said, if Steph Castle did exactly what De'Aaron Fox did,
but
let me tell us about who needs to be on the bench.
So let me go by. Let me go by one by one. Let me go by one by one. The different standard of player. So again, another name that you included in your example is Nikola Jokic. And yes, when you are best in the world, yes, that is a different standard.
Jokic played well when you criticized him for blowing.
I'm not holding De'Aaron Fox to best in the world standard. My fault. In fact, yes, thank you, Chad. I think a lot of Wemby niggas, including Mars, are coping for Wemby. That nigga is no.
But explain it. At least explain
reverse
it.
Chord,
Yeah,
nigga.
explain it. Go ahead, explain it.
Reverse chord, nigga.
Explain
You're
how I'm
coping because you Wemby niggas. Yet another night, you have to eat it. Eat the front. Fox was ass. I can't say nothing. I can't say anything more. What more do you want me to say? He was terrible. He did some very redacted stuff at the end of the game. Absolutely 1,000%. Bench him. Trade him. All of it. All of it. Okay? Now that that's established, the best player on the planet lost a 30-point lead in a quarter and a half and missed 2 clutch free throws. Both things can be true. That's all I'm saying.
Can you explain?
But whatever, man.
Yeah, can you explain where I'm coping for Wemby? When I brought up the free throws before you did. I even said that Josh Hart was saved by Wemby missing free throws. I said that. So yeah, where am I coping? Is it because I said that I may be misremembering, but it felt like a lot of his misses were him missing his own tickets?
First off, you brought that bullshit up first. Well, actually, he was angry.
It's not even actually. I felt like that's what was happening a lot. I felt like 4 or 5 of his misses were off his own tippings. That's why I said. So I think the 9 for 25 isn't exactly the depiction while acknowledging he still played bad. Then I brought up the fact that he shoots heat check threes every time he gets a block for whatever reason. I brought that up. I absolutely brought up the missed free throws. So yeah, what did I? Yeah, where exactly is where's the cope? When I outlined why I believe you're coping for De'Aaron Fox is because if this was a player you weren't high on, you would be a lot more comfortable harping on the severity of taking a layup up 1 with 10 seconds left in the game. That's what we'd be harping on. We understand that more goes into blowing a 30-point lead, which is why I even said that is a correct statement to make. Everyone should agree blowing a 30-point lead in any capacity is going to take more than one person messing up. That means more than Wemby, more than just De'Aaron.
I know that you know that. I
know that everyone knows that.
No, but what happened? I can't tell. No. I can't tell from what's going on my phone. I can't tell.
Everyone knows that.
Everybody want to add me.
But we also know agendas are gonna agenda. Agendas are gonna agenda. So there are people who are De'Aaron Fox super fans. Mr. Real Talk. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna tell you about Mr. De'Aaron Fox. You know why? Because you have been defending De'Aaron Fox repeatedly while he stinks it up. Then there are going to be Wemby FC who are going to be tagged repeatedly when they tell people Wemby's the best in the world, Wemby's better than this player, Wemby's better than that player. When they say that, there are going to be people in their replies saying, I thought Wemby was better than this guy. I thought Wemby was the best 22-year-old whatever. You know why they're saying that? Because they are talking about their agenda to the person who pushes the positive agenda. There are going to be people who, I guess, Stephon Castle super fans who are going to tell us about the turnover where he stepped out of bounds. Those super fans are going to exist. That's what happens. We are the target is going to be for whatever player you praise. So you praise De'Aaron Fox, so you know who people are going to tell you about? De'Aaron Fox, not Wemby, because you don't call him the best in the world. So the Wemby hate being targeted towards you does nothing for the agenda because you're going to be in the replies like, I agree. I never said that about Wemby, blah, blah, blah. But you know what you have said about De'Aaron Fox? But you know what you have said? Yeah, but you know what you have said about De'Aaron Fox? Him being there is a good thing. he's better than X player, he's better than this guy, he's one of the best guys in the league, the
It
Spurs
has
need him,
been
blah
a
blah blah.
total
Yeah,
positive.
and that's
obviously.
fine.
They're
And that's fine.
in the finals.
So you know what people are going to do when De'Aaron Fox thinks it up? Come back to you with the receipts for the things you said that either you can choose to stand on because you still believe it, you can choose to defend it, or you can choose to deflect it away from De'Aaron Fox and focus on the other players who also play bad. You have 3 options. You're
But
choosing to go for option
how
number
am I
3.
deflecting when I said he was bad tonight? I don't understand that.
I mean, because there's no way for you to argue he was good. I mean, there's no way for you to argue he was good.
Still believe
You got to
it
concede
from
something in
from
this context. You
some
got to concede
total
something.
perspective. It absolutely has been a benefit for the Spurs to have De'Aaron Fox on their roster this year.
You've
Yes,
got to
I still
concede something
wholeheartedly
in the
believe that.
conversation. You can't. The only person I've seen who's tried to argue De'Aaron Fox was good tonight is Ox. Shout out
I'm
to him.
seeing Ox, and
Yeah.
maybe I need to hear.
Yeah.
Maybe I need
Yeah.
to hear that.
Yeah,
that angle.
I'm
You know
curious
what
to see what Ox says.
Let me
tomorrow,
hear him
'cause
out.
Ox is trying to say De'Aaron was good tonight, so shout out to him. But yeah, you have to concede something because ultimately there's not much to defend when it comes to De'Aaron Fox tonight. Like, especially late in the game, there's nothing for you to defend. So if you concede that ground, you think that you've done your part. But the reality is, when it comes to the agendas, which we got to understand, basketball talk, sports talk is all about the agendas. So when everyone who's heard everything you've said about De'Aaron Fox,
Who are you talking?
yeah, are going to spin back on you today.
I
So
know
it's
that.
not that, yeah, so it's not that De'Aaron Fox is just getting this overwhelming amount of hate in comparison to Wemby. It's that you don't prop up
yes, he
Wemby.
is.
I can scroll the timeline right now and see so much Wemby slander and so much De'Aaron Fox
we
slander.
clearly
Yeah. The reality is, you speak more positively about De'Aaron, so people are targeting you with the De'Aaron slander. That does not mean it is disproportionate. Because if I scroll a timeline right now, it's going to be Wemby's not better than this 22-year-old. Wemby's not better than this player in the league currently. Wemby's offense is not good enough. Blah blah blah. Wemby sold in the clutch. Wemby's having a choke job. All of that, you'll see all of that because that's what the agenda they are choosing to push. The reality is,
that being said,
all
I
of
just
it is
saw a
true.
Picture. I just saw a picture that had a split screen of Victor Wembanyama and George Hill.
So the point is, the reality is,
Get him, X.
You are being targeted by the De'Aaron Fox mob because of the things you've said about De'Aaron. That does not mean it's disproportionate. In fact, I would argue, based on what I'm seeing, I'm not going to say it's even because I don't think it's even, but Wemby's getting his fair share of criticism, as he should be, because he stunk it up, especially in the last 3 quarters, mainly the second half. He stunk it up. But it's not disproportionate just because people are coming at you for De'Aaron Fox stuff. That's why we're getting super chats about De'Aaron Fox as much as we are. It's because everyone knows what you have said about De'Aaron Fox. It's really simple.
But also
like,
everybody also knows what we as a collective has said about Victor Wembanyama and about him
what have we as a
practically
collective said about Victor
basically
Wembanyama?
being the best player in the world.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, we've played around and danced with the baby and all that, but the fact of the matter is he's been thrusted into that tier of player, and everybody doesn't get that. Luka Doncic has been knocking on that door for some time, and
But
most
Luka was
people,
thrusted into that realm in 24. That's just not true. Though.
you know, for those of us that had to defend Luka Doncic that season, we know what was going on in 20. They acted like
when Luka beat the Wolves, he wasn't being thrusted into best in the world talks.
Luka was 100% thrust into best in the world in 24.
Nope.
I thought
Not like that. Not like how Wemby. Not like how Wemby been.
I mean, yeah.
No, because
for sure. Not how Wemby was.
No.
But
so
what?
no, that's what I'm saying. When everybody doesn't get this. Even great ones that win don't get thrusted into the conversations that Victor Wembanyama has been thrusted into. And so yeah, I'm up here talking about Fox. We've all up here have thrusted Wemby into that conversation. And for everybody to super chatting away, making fuck De'Aaron Fox _ 2026 accounts. When Victor Wembanyama missed 2 clutch free throws at the end of the game and was ass-tastic the entire second half as his team actively blew a 30-point lead.
Have you ever thought that
James
another? Have you ever thought that another reason?
On right now?
I mean,
Wemby's not.
I mean, by the conglomerate for sure. But have you ever thought that maybe the reason we're not seeing as many negative Wemby super chats is because a lot of the people who watch us also believe Wemby is in that tier of player? Meanwhile, when it comes to De'Aaron Fox, most people disagree with you about how good he is. Have you ever thought about that being a possibility?
I see what you're saying, but for me, when I think you're that tier player, then I'm focusing more on you when you fuck up.
No, I agree. I think that's what should happen. The best player, if you're not playing up to your end of the bargain, you should be the focus. We agree. Wemby not playing up to his standard is one of, if not the biggest problem for the Spurs in that second half. We agree. But once again, the agendas, the people who think Wemby is in that tier with Jokic, with Shea, if they put Giannis and Luka in that tier, what agendas are they going to start pushing against Wemby that he's not in that tier if they believe he is? Meanwhile, when it comes to you and where you view De'Aaron Fox and people
Okay, I see
disagree
what
with
you're
you,
saying.
when De'Aaron
Okay.
stinks it up, what are they going to do? Victory lap the fact that they were right and you were wrong? They don't think they're wrong about Wemby. They're just going to bad game. Wemby had a bad game. We agree. I still think he's tier 1, which is, by the way, where I stand. I still think Wemby's tier 1, but I can acknowledge he stunk it up. But the people have been waiting. And to be fair, they haven't had to wait very long because De'Aaron's had a fair share of stinkers. They're just adding up at this point. But they've been, every De'Aaron stinker, they're going to come out. You know why? Because they've been disagreeing with you about De'Aaron the whole time. So it's just easier for them to come out with it. So, you know, it is what it is. Wemby stunk it up. We're going to talk about that tomorrow for sure. Like tomorrow, guarantee. You know why? Because everything that Ron's been pushing about Wemby, when we go on PC, you know how many super chats we're going to see about Wemby tomorrow? A lot. You know why? Because a lot of people disagree with Ron. Sure. Like, it's really that simple. It's all about just how your agenda can agenda. Emmanuel, I apologize because we wasted like a lot of your time up here by discussing who was coping for who. So is there anything else you want to get off?
No, there's not much I wanted to get off. That's pretty much it.
I like your jersey collection in the back.
Yeah, I was gonna say I do like them.
Yeah. I'm gonna get, if the Knicks win, I'm gonna get a cat jersey. If the Spurs win, I'm probably still gonna get a cat jersey because Wemby's been pissing me off. So that's all I had to say. Cook Ron for saying that Wemby's a better shooter than Bron.
Facts.
Oh, we'll see super chats about that tomorrow for sure. But yeah, thanks for coming up. Next person up is Nassim. Hello.
Yo.
Yeah, I was trying to get.
Oh my! It's doing that one thing again. Hold on. Bring me back up in a second.
Does he think I'm just going to do what he says? What was that? Next up, the next person was. Oh, he actually did come back right away. Damn.
Yeah. No, because every time like people like leave and come back, it just kills all my audio. But yeah, what's up? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If I'm personally Josh Hart, I'm shaking De'Aaron Fox's hand. De'Aaron Fox, your days of walking around without a care in the world, that ends today. And also too, I don't know. This has just been like a thing for the Spurs, but I feel like every time they've had a lead, it's been sweet. Like they just haven't been like a team that can just keep a lead, especially like double-digit leads like that. They've just been really fake, and I feel like they've been kind of fake for like a lot of the season anyway. But that's just me. But yeah, for someone that's been like a neutral watcher, but like I'm from New York, so this is just all cool to see.
I've been neutral as well, by the way.
Yeah, because I'm not like per se like a Knicks fan, so I don't really like care if they win or lose. But it's cool to see that they're winning. So
I'm a Knicks fan right now because I picked them to win, but I'm also a Fox fan, so it's not like I just want to beat San Antonio, beat shit. You know what I'm saying?
I got side agendas because I've been rooting for Dylan Fox. So I mean I've been rooting for Dylan Harper all year.
Yeah, and I'm a Dylan. Yeah, and a Dylan.
Yeah, I'm a Dylan Harper. I'm a Dylan Harper fan first and foremost. And then like everything else kind of like fits into wherever it fits. I'm not gonna lie, Mitch Robinson would have got fried if they lost this game too. He was like really ass that first half. Like really ass.
I don't like the magnitude that missed Josh Hart layup had at the time. Because you got to remember, they had clawed all the way back. All the way back, Mars.
No, they clawed all the way back.
They're down 1 point. They get a steal. It's like a minute. Yeah, it was, but it didn't matter.
Can I?
So they get a steal. They get a steal. And this is about to be the oh my goodness, the Knicks take the lead moment. And he missed the layup. I thought that was going to break their spirit. I ain't gonna lie.
From what I'm seeing,
I thought that was
also
going to break
too
their
from the
spirit.
Knicks. It really was genuinely like three contributors, like scoring wise anyway. And Cat was barely one of them. As well, I also did want to say, yeah, I get Jose Alvarado from New York, so he get them powers. Yo, Julian, what's why am I looking at 2 for 9 from the field? What's that about? I'm pretty sure he's also from New York. He should have had some
I
powers today.
mean,
He should have had some powers
man,
today.
we're gonna leave Champagne alone, man. He's done enough in these playoffs. He's kind of held up his end of the bargain. We can ignore.
Held up his end of the. I guess.
I mean, he
I
has. Champagne's been
guess.
more than good enough in these playoffs. He's allowed to have a bad shooting night. It is what it is.
Okay, early OKC series, he was shit. He had like 1 or 2 decent games this series. I don't know.
You
I'm
have
not
two
seeing. I'm
decent
not. I'm not.
games.
I'm not
Oh,
seeing. I'm not.
sure.
And then also too, because part of I forget
Yes, I'm
I forget who was saying it. I think it was Hamza when he was up here. Talking about how like they were conceding switches for like for Wemby or some. I forget who he was talking about, but like the Spurs was also conceding switches for Brunson, and there was 2 people specifically that was getting fried, Wemby and Julian Champagnie. So it seems
Not
to be that
unanimous
they're literally doing the
DPOY.
exact same thing to each other, and they're just beating each other by no
You
less
said he
than
was
5
getting
points.
fried defensively too
Yeah, you said the unanimous DPOY was getting fried. Is that what you said?
And on the perimeter, absolutely.
on the perimeter.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
While
Well, do you
going
think?
through
Do you think prime Anthony Davis would get fried on the perimeter?
No. Not a lot. Not more than Wemby.
Interesting.
I don't think so.
I remember
Yeah,
when
no.
Rudy Gobert got beat by Luka Doncic on the perimeter. Everyone told us that all of his DPOYs were fake.
But also, I mean, but you can also see from like why or where they get their defensive value. Like I'm watching Wemby get blown by OG, Cat, like these other players. I watched Wemby get killed by Steph on the perimeter this year. I've watched Wemby get killed on the perimeter all year, pretty much. Like it's okay that he's just more impactful in the paint. I've also been saying that you should try to find ways to keep Wemby in the paint as much as possible. You trying to concede switches and things like that is what makes like these kind of things possible. Like a lot of times I'm thinking, hey, what was working actually earlier in the game? Oh, because I did end up watching the whole game. For why they was able to keep the lead for as long as they were. I liked when they were at least when they were conceding switches when it was Castle, but he conceded the switch to Harper for Brunson.
Mm-hmm.
That was like for some reason I got a glimpse, or not like a glimpse, but it just reminded me of how like what they used to do. What team I'm thinking of? 23 or is it 24? 24 Boston when they were like playing against like Kyrie or like other ball handlers where they would just switch a wing with another wing, and it would be really hard to like get a shot off. Like that was like I thought that was good. It's just whenever Wemby just has to go out and guard, it's just really bad for him because he's not a guy that's like can move his feet in like short distances. He's like a strider. So that doesn't really work as well for someone who has to be out on the perimeter. If you got to take short steps, long steps, depending on how you got to go guard somebody, that's what is important. When Wemby can't really like move his feet in those like distances, it's really hard to like play against somebody smaller than you. But yeah.
Yeah, again, I mean, really, you'd have to watch the whole game. Really, you just have to rewatch the second half.
I'm gonna watch
Probably
it
got to
again.
rewatch that second half about 2 times.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it again, but I ain't even really have a reason to stay and watch it, but I just did because I was like, man, I'm bored. I'm gonna just find something to watch or just look at. Oh yeah, Keldon Johnson is the personification of a car crash. every time he gets on the floor. He is really bad. Like really, really, really bad.
Yeah, he's not a good player.
Um,
That's unfortunate for them.
yeah.
Look where
Yeah,
they
so
played today.
Yeah, he got
Sure
a goal tip.
yeah, he
He
did.
got a goal
Yeah,
tip.
they got
He
to
got a
go
goal
to
tip.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that goaltend was really bad too. Man, Spurs had the whistle on their side today and they still lost. It's really messed up. It's really, really messed up. It's really,
Thank
really
you for
messed up.
coming up here, Nassim. We appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
Yeah. I mean, I see someone pointing to themselves in the back, so I'm gonna honor his request.
Let's
I saw
go.
him rolling up in the back too. So
Oh,
yeah,
chill,
salute to
chill,
him.
chill, chill, chill. Can y'all hear me? Y'all good?
We can.
Yeah.
Hello.
Man, Josh Hart almost gave me a heart attack, y'all, bro. Swear. And
Are
I'm
you a
not
Knicks
even.
fan?
Nah, I'm from New York, so I feel vindicated in this. But like, that was, man. And Wemby, man, put on his best Angel Reese impression in that second half, man. Going back and watching it, it's just mostly him coming off curls, getting Jalen Brunson on the switch, throwing some bullshit up, getting the rebound, throwing bullshit up again, just because he's 7'5", finishing it. But like, bro, what a game, man. Like, what a game, y'all. That was crazy.
Yeah, it's I mean, I don't know what else I can say about the game, to be honest.
To be fair, yeah, everything from what I've seen going back and watch it, it's like the Madnix just turned off for the Spurs. Like the Madden ball wasn't hitting, the Knicks was just running in transition. Jalen Brunson finally started hitting some shots, and he's like, I don't think he's like 5'11". Let's keep it a buck, but his like ability, his touch in the paint, his footwork, floaters, like I've never seen someone just be able to finish off of that, like just off of a stop. Like he stopped, picks up his dribble off the pivot, and he just throw these high floaters.
That
Up.
is
You're just
something that he is kind of like
it's
crazy
just so
at
crazy.
Playing with no dribble at that height against
Yeah,
bigger people all the time is
and
very impressive. Mars
everything.
really got me riled up. I wasn't planning on being that riled up tonight.
I ain't gonna lie on
All
that.
because you were coping. I don't know why it's cool.
No,
I kind of get what Real Talk was saying, but then again, I do think that is the J.R. Smith moment. Like that's like, especially the Wemby.
I think
free
it's
throws,
worse than J.R. Smith, but
the magnitude. Yeah, this resets the series. It goes 0-0. So
that shit
yeah, I
was
can see
game one.
that.
This shit 2-1 to not go down 3-1. Plus you're up. Like JR, like cool, you're tired. Worst of worst, you go to overtime. You are up and you're giving them a chance to win the game. It don't make no sense.
Yeah.
Now
What do you
ultimately,
mean?
if OG
But what
doesn't
do you
make the
mean?
tip
Give
in, he
him
doesn't
the
get
chance
punished.
to win the game, though.
If you're tired and you fuck up, all you did was stop your team from getting the chance to win. If you're up one and you take that dumbass layup, you've now given the other.
But I'm
team
saying
the
they
chance to
foul
win.
Fox. He goes to the free throw line.
And he misses both, then I'm still calling him an idiot for
Probably
missing
missed
both.
it. He probably missed
You
it.
know what he needs to do? Get fouled and make his free throws.
But I'm saying
The same
even
shit
if he
Wemby
makes
was
them,
supposed to do.
but what
Make
I'm
your
saying
free
is
throws.
he makes those. It's a one possession game.
Yeah, and then if they make a three, then you tip your cap to the Knicks and give them credit.
The only bail I
Once
want
again,
to
this
give
is
Fox,
cope again. Like what?
I'm not trying to give Fox no bail,
That was
but like,
that,
watching it,
that was.
if you like watch it a little bit, I'm not trying to give him bail. The way how he caught it, I felt like he felt he could get like a little tapping off, like a little off the glass. But like that's just OG trailing you. You gotta like try to dribble it down. But he like caught it kind of like right on
You
it.
treat this nigga OG like he 09 Bron. He probably thought he was finna
This
lay
series,
that shit up.
what? This series,
I swear he thought he was finna lay that shit up.
You know how many times in film they've showed OG blocking Dylan Harper at the rim,
What?
telling them about what OG does in transition? Guarantee they showed that shit about 8 times. Dion still did that dumbass shit.
Yo,
But you know,
OG
it's
safe
cool. It happens.
everywhere.
I'm
Everywhere
gonna
he's
be
safe.
honest. This was just a catalog of errors from De'Aaron. Like it's being minimized. Oh, he just had that one play. Do you know how many dumb turnovers he had? He just threw the ball off the court at one point. Like he just threw it off the court.
That fourth quarter was bad.
He thought somebody was no, he did thought somebody was
that
they were
fourth
like
quarter
set up
was
a play or
bad.
something. Because why would he just throw the ball? I know that play you're talking about. I'm like, what the fuck is this a set he thought we was getting into? What the fuck was that? There's no way he just threw the ball across the court for no reason. I don't know what happened on that play. That ass.
I mean, if Josh Hart makes the layup, I mean, like even that turnover was ridiculous. He just jumped in the air, just threw that bitch in the middle of the court. Like he was just doing dumb shit.
I don't see why he
just,
didn't just dunk that ball out on that little That was,
Oh man, like I'm gonna be
and I
honest,
think
De'Aaron, you need to come out with 30 next game, and you guys need to win. Like
nah,
you need to do something spectacular. We
it's
need
over.
prime De'Aaron.
He lost all his aura when he cut off his hair. It's never been the same. Hairline receding. It's been cooked ever since. Since that, it's just been downhill. But like
Oh man, shout out to De'Aaron. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, he might need to get some Finals MVP votes.
he got mine. Him and
Yeah,
OG neck
yeah,
and neck right now. They
he might need to get some Finals MVP votes. They just need to write De'Aaron Fox, New York Knicks. That's what they need to do. Just give him at least a couple votes. Like,
But then
but yeah,
Wimby deserve a couple votes too.
sure.
oh yeah, for sure. That
Mhm.
missed free throws was that's criminal. I don't
Those
think
missed free throws are
that's
criminal.
really
Like,
that's really was. It's not even like I feel like people just want to gloss over the fact because of the that the Fox thing, but like I was like, bro, there's no way he's about to miss the second one. And then they got it. I was like, bro, they're really about
he's
you know
at
when I knew the
86% in the playoffs.
you know when I knew the game was over and the end of the like that somewhere the end of that third quarter when OG hit that step back three to cut it to 15, I was like, oh yeah, they walking him down. I was like, when he hit that step back three, top of the key, I was like, yeah, they're gonna walk him down that fourth quarter because like I don't know what is it with the Knicks and how they're just able to just rally these clutch wins in the fourth quarter, bro. It's really incredible to watch. They've been doing it since last year. They did it with the Celtics, and I don't know. This is a special team we're watching. I don't know if they're gonna be able to repeat again next year, but like I'm just basking in the glory because never in my life since watching basketball would I think this. Because like I said, I'm from New York, so when I started watching basketball, the Knicks were ass. I was just going to support that. I was not about to support that. So just watching them now, like from 2021 to now to like this growth, is like never in my lifetime I thought this was gonna happen. So like this is crazy to watch. Crazy to watch.
Yeah, again, shout out to all the Nick fans. Shout out to all of the Nick fans. It's a
Hmm.
good time to be a Nick fan, man.
Man, you a
Three
Lakers
up 3-1 in the finals.
fan.
You know what
Gotta
I'm
worry about
saying?
that
Good
AR
time.
Man, there was
AR
another
contract.
team that was up 3-1 in the finals 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I
Now,
seen what happened.
Yeah.
hey, 10 years.
Hey, and you know what? To the chat, y'all are right, man. But it's very sad to watch Mars. You know, it's very sad to watch the oppressed become the oppressors. You know what I'm saying?
What I do?
Very sad to watch Mars turn into the very person that he criticizes, right? Because the one thing that he does when he's coping for James Harden is, hey, James Harden is the first second option. That if the second option and the first option have a bad game, we're stuck talking about the second option. Yet here he is trying to pinpoint me down on De'Aaron Fox having a bad
De'Aaron not
second
even the
option.
second option. It's even better for you.
Yeah, let's
You
be
like,
honest.
Exactly.
Yo,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah,
even
yeah,
better for you.
exactly.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
even
yeah,
better for you.
Castle snatched that chain like
for Fox having a bad second half. Meanwhile, BITW candidate shat down his leg that whole second half, and Mars doesn't want to talk about it.
I think I
Mars doesn't want
spoke
to talk
about Wemby more than
not,
De'Aaron. Like,
not
you're
passionately,
trying to get this shit off.
not passionately, not
I
passionately.
wasn't
You
even
are
speaking
far
about
more
De'Aaron
passionate
passionately. I was
about
speaking
Fox.
about your cope
I don't
passionately.
care what you're saying right now. I'm saying what I'm saying.
That's it. Like you guys can try and get this show. I spoke about Wemby more than De'Aaron today. I wasn't even passionately speaking about De'Aaron. I was passionately speaking about your cope for De'Aaron. I don't have a horse in the De'Aaron race. I just think what he did was absolutely nonsensical.
yeah.
But I also think Wemby missing free throws was unacceptable. So, like, I don't have a horse in this race. You, however, do. But it's cool. I mean, I guess. I mean, everyone can hear that I've said everything about Wemby playing badly in the second half. And the missed free throws, I've spoke about them about 12 times now at this point. So people hear what they want to hear. I'm not new to this. It is what it is.
All I
I'm
know,
used to it.
as Dylan
Cool.
Harper FC, I'm leaving here with something. That's all. Dylan Harper FC, I'm leaving here with. I don't think people really understand like how good he is as a rookie. I've never seen a finishing talent like this in a while, bro. Like his left hand, right hand, he could attack all angles, bro. Like Real Talk be saying, once he get that pull up in his game, I don't know how you stop him. Once he get that pull up jumper on his game, the defense from
If
first
he
half
gets it. Yeah.
to like second half of the season, like Dylan Harper isn't a yeah, I got no words for Harper. He did what he's supposed to do, especially as a rookie. Like from the game one, he played good. Game two and game three were decent. He had a good last game. Like I don't know what more you could expect from him. This whole playoff run. Like there's would have times I would have thought he's not getting many minutes because, like you say, he's a rookie and he's getting deep minutes and deep playoff runs. Like I never would have expected this. Like that's a special rookie right there. Special rookie, man. But like, shout out to y'all for having me. This is my first time on here, but I've been watching y'all, especially like Mars. I've been watching y'all since like open gym days. So like, this is like, shout out to y'all. Real talk. I've been watching you. Like I said, you was in the chat, and then you came on open gym, and then now you on like PC, and now you have like your own platform. Like I don't know if people ever tell you this, but like your growth is low-key really inspirational because like it shows that like all you gotta do is really put the hard work in and be dedicated to your craft. And like the shit I see you do, man. Shout out to you, Real Talk. You too, Mars. I feel like even though I feel like you don't put
Appreciate
as
you,
much
man.
effort as you really can put in, like I'm not gonna lie, Mars, your potential is really you should really be on like 50K subs if I'm keeping 100 with you. But
Like 10.
I know, but like I know, like I don't know, but like you do good for what you do. So I just want to say shout out to y'all. Yeah, y'all
Yeah,
platform is crazy.
amazing. Yeah,
I mean, just
thank you.
y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man. I'm gonna let y'all get the next person in, and I just want to get my little shit off. But like, yeah, shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate it for having me, man.
Thanks
No
for
problem,
coming
man.
out. Yeah.
Appreciate the kind words, man. For real.
Let's bring up Aaron. Is he with us? There he is.
Hello. How y'all doing?
How you doing? How you
What's
doing?
up, man? How you doing?
Doing well. Can't complain. I'm actually from New York, so I'm very tired and no more. No, it's probably 7 in the morning for you, so I feel bad for you. But
Let's speed
anyways,
this up. Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, before we get talk about Wemby, Keldon Johnson cannot play another minute in these finals. I don't care if you put Carter Bryant back in there. He actually played pretty decent for like the 2 seconds he was in, but Keldon Johnson needs to be
Carter
banned from the
did
court.
play cool with them little minutes. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like he didn't get that half court. I'm like, he's actually not playing bad. He wasn't crying this time and anything. So, but anyway, to Wemby. I don't know why these NBA centers always go to Hakeem if they're like how their body's built isn't like similar to Hakeem's type of body set. Like someone like Victor, like he can't score any easy shots once it's at the rim. Like right now he's shooting 30% from three. Everything is he can't shoot in the mid range. Like he's basically running Duckman right now. And I just don't understand why in the summer he doesn't go to a guy more similar to Dirk, who early Dirk had a body set more similar to him, where he can abuse more the mid range. So, especially since he's so tall, he can pretty much get his shot over anyone on the planet. So it's just very bizarre that he doesn't utilize that more. Well, now it's too late at this point, but just some of my thoughts on Wemby.
Too late. He's 22.
Well, it's too late now, like in this series.
He's saying for
Oh,
this.
okay. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay. I was on. Oh, okay. Cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've been preaching the Dirk stuff for, I want to say maybe since year one. I've been preaching that for like what he needs to do. Now, I don't know if he's ever going to become that level of mid-range shooter. Like, there is part of it. It's like you're shooting a 15-foot jumper, and when you elevate, you're looking at the rim. So like, it's just hard to like have the touch to make basically line drives. Like only Kawhi can really do that. So like, there's
Other
that
people
element
his
to it.
height, from what I remember, like they don't like jump on the like Yao Ming had a very set shot.
Mhm.
I'm trying to think of
He
other
shoots
people.
like a wing, so like it's just weird.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
it's hot. Like,
His
even
angle, he
yeah,
has to
even Chet has like a
find-
low release point.
Yeah.
So it's like that would make more sense. Like he's out there elevating like he's 6'9", but he's 7'6". So when he elevates, he's releasing the ball at like 10-5. So when
Yeah,
he's
he might be
shooting
shooting down.
into the rim, like, it's like expecting that to be like a viable mid-range shot, like it's tough to have the touch to be able to do that, especially from like shorter ranges where like you have
Mhm.
less room for the ball to come down.
Mhm.
So I don't know if he ever gets to that point. If he does, I think that levels him up. If he doesn't, then I think you are going to see probably a more 2-level scorer in terms of like the spot threes,
Put the link in the
occasional
chat.
heat checks.
Put the link in the fucking chat. No.
I'm gonna be
the
on. I'll
link
put the link in the
chat.
chat. If anyone but Low comes up, they're not coming up. Like, I'm making that abundantly clear. Like this is a link just for Legend of Winning. So if you join up, I will just remove you. So do with that information what you will. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Wemby mid range. You can carry on. AA1.
Yeah, so I guess the point of the rest of the series is how does necessarily does Spurs get easy offense? Because today, at least for first half, they were going nuclear. Like everyone was just eating. Like no matter what anyone tried, they was going in. the second half, the only offense was really just Harper. And even in the third quarter, the Knicks weren't like going off that much in the third quarter. They only got like 26 points, but it's the fact that Spurs can score anything that just cuts lead shorter and shorter. And then by the time the fourth quarter starts, I mean, both Brunson and OG going off in the third a little bit, but when you have that type of momentum going, you just can't stop it at that point. It's like the land getting prepared for the slaughter at that point. So I guess that's
Yeah, like
something
I said,
too.
like you just said, the Knicks only scored 26 in the third. I said it earlier in the stream. I didn't even feel like the Knicks were playing like this amazing basketball. It was just like the Spurs were playing so horrendously bad. Like, and then it continued. You would think because they were ass in the third quarter. And that's kind of to me where Fox was even like particularly ass was the third quarter. He was very bad in that quarter. And I was like, oh shit, they are trolling this quarter, but they've built up enough lead to where, they get back in the game mentally by the fourth. They're still up 15. It'll probably be fine. But it like continued. And they were still playing as a unit tremendously bad. And then Jose Alvarado was doing his little thing. And Jalen Brunson kind of got it going. And then Karl-Anthony Towns can now play because it's the fourth quarter, so you don't have to worry about his foul trouble as much. And then all of a sudden, OG Anunoby is not missing. Then you look up, and it's a fucking after the left corner three. It's a 4-point game, 5-point game. Like holy shit, are they really about to let this happen?
Hello.
Yo, terrible. I'm gonna be here for 2 minutes. Terrible game from Wemby. Just horrible. Nobody else deserves any blame except for Wemby. He's the best player on the team.
Bro,
So,
don't come up here playing no fucking
it's
victim.
Wemby's fault.
Don't
It's
come up
always
here
going to be Wemby's fault.
playing
At the end of the
victim.
day,
Oh my goodness.
At the end of the day, it's Wemby's fault. It doesn't matter that the coach decided to keep Champagny out there on the floor where he was getting torched. It doesn't matter that the veteran Fox did rookie mistakes on the floor. It is Wemby's fault. It's always going to be Wemby's fault. That comes with the territory. So, yep, it's Wemby's fault.
You happy with that, Roto?
No, I'm
Sounds
not.
great.
First off, jump scare of hell. Secondly, no, nigga. I like you playing this fake victim card. You did this the last time when Wemby was trash, right? I'm not letting you get this off. I know what you're doing right now. It's fake. It's fake humbleness. It's fake accountability. Oh no, Wemby's the real. I know what you're doing, bro. No, but you're not slick, man. You low-key still excusing Wemby's behavior for real. You know what I'm saying? Everybody saw when you've been doing your bricks compilation when players play bad and miss shots, right? When it's everybody else, man, them clips go crazy, right? When it's Wemby, even Souls quote tweeted, your heart not in it, nigga. We see what the fuck you doing, nigga. You just trying to do something to say you still doing it. Get the fuck out of here, man. We know what you're doing, man. You still want to blame everybody else. And then you call my phone. You call my phone talking about Fox even last game at halftime when a nigga was shooting 50% from over 50%.
Why are we talking about last game when we're talking about this game?
Because I'm talking about your behavior as a whole. That's what I'm saying. This is a gimmick. We're not falling for it. And you're still excusing Wemby's behavior, but it's fine.
Now, Mars, I ask him when he's referring to Laker players, like when LeBron has a bad game, or when Luka has a bad game, or when AD has a bad game, does he ask him who does he blame more? Because he is specifically out of his own mouth said that he blames role players more. He holds them to a higher standard than the actual stars on the team because the stars always give really good performances. So it's the role players' fault.
You know what? I'm gonna let you finish. So please, Mars, please, let's act like I wasn't critical of Luka Doncic this year.
I believe he was critical of Luka Doncic this year.
Okay, so yes, I clearly can criticize star players. I don't know what you're talking about right now.
So I'll say what I said again. I'll say what I said again because you clearly didn't hear me. I didn't say that you did. No. I didn't say that you don't. I didn't say that you don't criticize star players. I said that, and it's not even what I said. This is what you have said. You said that you hold about the role players.
Player.
You gonna let me finish talking?
LeBron James.
You gonna let me finish talking? You gonna let me finish talking?
Go ahead.
You said that you hold the role players to a higher standard than the stars because
What
the
was the context of that
stars are
conversation?
always expected to do
What was
more
the context
than
of
the
that
role
conversation?
players.
Can you
That's
explain
what
the
you
context
said.
of that? Can you explain the context of that conversation? Who were we referring to? Who was I referring to?
The role players on the
LeBron.
Lakers.
But I'm saying, who was the star player? LeBron, right?
It was both Bron and AD.
It was LeBron.
When
It was
was this
Bron and
conversation?
AD
It was LeBron.
because
Yeah.
you were saying that
This
AD.
is, mind you, this is a conversation that happened years ago, literally.
So has
on
your
playback.
opinion changed?
On playback, it happened.
Has
years
your
ago.
opinion changed?
I held that opinion about LeBron James because no, I'm not gonna flip out and do the fuck shit you do every time LeBron James is bad for 5 games straight. Say he's the 22nd best fucking player in the world and he's worse than Desmond Bain. I'm gonna
We're
let you
talking
do
about
that dumb.
Wemby. We're talking about Wemby right now.
I'm gonna let you do that dumbass shit that you do with LeBron James. So yes, when I was that, the context around that conversation is because every time LeBron would play bad, you was on Bron dick. So then I had to come to his defense because every time LeBron was bad for 3 games in a row, he was worse than Desmond Bain. Get this old nigga off my team, yada, 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 yada. So yes, I was saying stuff defending LeBron James at the time. I'm not going to shit on LeBron every time he has a bad game when D'Angelo Russell is shooting 3 for 12 from the field and shitting it up. That's what I was saying about LeBron James specifically, because specifically how you talked about LeBron James when he played bad. That's the context around that conversation. You want to keep bringing this conversation up, thinking you have some point, and you don't. I was talking about LeBron because of how you talked about LeBron. So move the conversation forward. What other point do you want to make?
Well, no, I'm not going to move it forward because you didn't say LeBron. You said specifically stars and role players. That's what you said.
Okay.
If you want to now backpedal to now say
Ain't nobody
something else, that's
backpedaling.
fine. And if I'm not mistaken, the conversation that we were having was about AD guarding Jokic as well as LeBron. It was about both of them having the responsibility of guarding Jokic while everybody else wasn't making their shots, such as D'Angelo Russell. That's what it was. However, the difference is I actually came in here. You may think that I'm being half-hearted when I say it, but no, I even said this on stream. At the end of the day, it comes down to Wemby because he is the best player on the team. That he's the one who has to execute. He's the one who has to make the free throws. He's the one who has to be better at basketball because at the end of the day, you're going to have a bad coach.
What did you say before that preceded that statement? Because I was watching you. I was listening to you.
Well, so the first thing I said was,
how many people did you go through before you got to Wemby to say that?
Well, the first thing I said was, let me chill because I can't.
You first painted Wemby as a victim and then tried to hold him accountable at the end of your bro. You're not fooling anyone, Lo. We see you. You started off your rant saying, "Oh my God, Wemby, it doesn't matter that Miss Johnson is a bitch and he's a bad coach and yada yada yada."
Well, I
it
didn't call
doesn't
him a
matter
bitch. I didn't call him a bitch. I didn't call him a
It's
bitch.
trash. He turned the
I
ball
didn't say
over,
that either.
yada, yada,
I did
yada.
not say
It
Stephon
doesn't
Castle.
matter. We know Fox is a bum. We already know that. Other greats have had to deal with people like and then at the end you say, after you finish painting Wemby as a victim. But Wemby, you still have to be better because yada 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 yada. That's what you did.
Everything.
That's what you did. You painted him as a victim to then on the back end be like, no, but I'm still holding him accountable. Stop.
I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish because I don't even have headphones in to like kind of get everything off. But I'm gonna let you finish. At the end of the day, regardless of how you believe I'm framing it or not, I've said before the playoffs started, I said at the top of the year that at the end of the day is going to come down to Wemby. I've been saying that. That's not even just a series thing. I have said that throughout the entire playoffs. I said it when they were grabbing this nigga and holding him. I said, hey, you want to just play through the contact. I said that when they went up against the Detroit Pistons. I remember I said it against the Pistons where I said, hey, they're going to play you hard. You're going to have to play through that. I said that in the beginning of the season when Fox was not playing, he was hurt. And I said, hey, y'all going to have to figure it out without Fox. I've been saying that for the entire year. But at the end of the day, the difference is
years in 2026, or I know you're not talking about the beginning of the year when you still thought Jokic was the best in the world.
No, we're just talking about
2020.
We're just talking about Wemby.
What are you talking about? When are you talking?
Bro, we are talking about Wemby just playing basketball for the team. I'm not talking about nobody else. I am specifically right now talking about Wemby. The difference
Because you
between
had the
you and
Spurs
I,
as a
the
contender
the
before the year
difference
started, right?
between you and
You had
I
the Spurs
is
as a
that
contender
the
before the year
difference
started.
between you and I is that I don't have to pivot to talk about somebody else. If I say
You
something,
do it all the time.
I'm doing, but right now,
What?
I am talking about Wemby. Right now, I came
Matter of
in.
fact, didn't I
No, 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 no.
didn't I grow didn't I mature in the content game in the school of the legend of Winter University? Huh? The narrative talk, right? The deflection and all of that. I got it from you. Come on now. You're the best. You're the best at deflecting and gaslighting and moving the goalposts and doing and arguing a specific point and missing the whole point on purpose. That's all your playbook. I got that from you. I got it from the best. I got it from the best.
So as I said, as I let you talk again, as you cut me off, again, at the end of the day, it comes down to Wemby. He has to be better. He has to play better. He has to execute better. He has to make his shots. He's overthinking on rolls way too often. I thought he was fine when he got to the basket. Finish obviously on the first attempt. You know, he was tipping in a few shots, but finish on the first attempt, or at least the second bare minimum. Don't overthink on the roll. Make the free throws as well, and you know you can secure that victory, even with everything else that happened. If you make those free throws, then he could definitely have secured that victory.
Absolutely. I 1000% agree with you.
I'm not about to get up here and talk about the nigga I knew was bad from the beginning of the season.
Yeah,
No.
see?
No need for any of us to
What's
really
up?
speak about Fox. He's terrible.
Yeah.
He's a loser. So there's no need.
Mm-hmm.
There's no need for us to even speak about him. He
Wemby's
sucks.
gonna be
There's
a
a reason
loser
why he
once
spent his years in Sacramento.
Wemby's going to be a loser once he's 0-1 in the finals. It ain't
Sound
gonna
like your
work.
goat, huh? Sound like your goat, huh?
How? Who?
Because your goat was 0-1 in the first finals.
But
Also,
he's
by the
4-6
way,
now. He's 4-6.
Okay, but
yeah.
I'm about to say, whoa, still a losing record. Whoa. Jesus, you got me
He's
there,
4-6.
buddy.
He's 4-6.
Got me there. You got me.
Yeah,
me.
we went to the finals.
But all
10
right,
times.
I gotta
That's
go.
the winner.
I gotta
That's the
record.
winner.
But got me. You got me. You got
That's the
me,
winner.
buddy.
I did.
Oh man, you're right. He's 4-6 now. Oof.
Yep.
Oh boy. Oof.
Absolutely. Yep. Finals 10 times. Your guy's finna be 0-1 with a far better team, by the way. Salute. If LeBron had the 2026 Spurs level talent against this team, he's winning. Period, point blank. In 07 as well. Thank you. Now get that
Wait, you
nigga
saying
off the screen.
LeBron?
Is he froze?
Oh, I guess he did.
I think he just looked like it. Yeah.
Yeah, he froze.
Wait, do you
Um,
seriously think
yeah,
LeBron
I don't
07
even
would
know,
win
just-
with this team against the Knicks?
Yes.
But how would he score though? At some point,
How would he score?
yeah. We've seen that 07 finals wasn't looking very good.
Are the Knicks the 07 Spurs defensively? I'm sorry.
He's
They're
going under
not.
screens, a foreign concept to every team except the 07 Spurs.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I'm just asking.
So also, Wemby shooting 30% from three.
Tim Duncan's
LeBron
sitting
that
back
final
there.
shot
Sorry.
35% from the field. I'll point that out.
He was.
Is there a Tim Duncanson back there?
No,
Is that
they,
Carl Towns?
they don't have anyone by the name of Tim Duncan. They don't have anyone by the name of Tim Duncan.
Yeah, but LeBron can't make it like a free throw airballing in. I mean, like,
He did airball free throws in that series.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shot
You
10
still
for 30.
can score.
He also
Game
shot
four.
like 5% on jumpers or some shit.
Okay.
Yeah. And game 2 and 4 really close.
Why
man.
are y'all telling me stats against a team that against a better defensive team? He's not playing them, so the stats against them are irrelevant.
But the same strategy will be used.
Yeah.
Okay, but you can employ the same strategy and do it worse.
But why would it not be effective? That's what
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying.
even if it's worse,
Because
like
they don't
35%
have
from the
they
field,
don't
like
have
40.
they don't have the rim pro.
But
I'm saying LeBron,
but
can
he
still
wasn't
get downhill.
to the rim. He wasn't.
I'm
getting
saying he would
But
if
why?
Mikal Bridges is
Why?
guarding him.
How?
But he
The only one,
Mikal Bridges
the only
wouldn't
one,
be guarding.
because
It would be
even
OG Anunoby.
even Spurs guards right
Anunoby
now,
guarding.
even Spurs guards right now are constantly getting 2 feet in the paint. If
but it would be OG Anunoby.
OG is one person. That's one person.
And that would be the
We
one
get a
guarding
screen.
LeBron.
And
yeah, and you know what we do with the screen? Go under the screen. Under. Yeah, so
okay, but even then, he's
under.
getting he's gonna go runway. What?
Runway to do what? Meet me? Hello.
Yeah.
Run into me? What's that going to do?
He's in the paint. He's LeBron James. What are you talking about?
He's not in the paint. Why is he just in the paint? I go under the screen does not mean I'm standing in the paint. I go under the screen.
I get a full head of steam because you go under the screen.
Why are you?
Who's setting the screen? Wait,
you tell me who do you want setting the
this
screen?
team, right?
You want Luke Cornett setting the screen?
Who's replacing Wemby as a center?
Luke Cornett is your center.
No, that wouldn't be our starting center if LeBron's on.
We got Bismack still, right?
You don't have Wemby.
Yeah.
So Luke
okay,
Cornett
but I'm
is your
saying
center.
you can get another serviceable starter.
No.
Who's
You
the
replace
center?
Wemby and add LeBron. You have Luke Cornett.
Wait, does he still have all these other ball handlers too on the team?
Yeah,
too?
you have De'Aaron, Dylan Harper, Castle,
Dylan Harper, LeBron James
Keldon.
aren't touching the paint.
I'm asking if OG goes under the screen, why is he now magically in the paint?
So De'Aaron, Stephon Castle, and Dylan Harper can touch the paint, but De'Aaron Fox, Harper, Castle, and LeBron James would figure out.
A lot of them are touching the paint because of Wemby's screening and roll gravity. They don't have that now because it's Mr. Luke Cornett.
No, they're also touching the paint because Jalen Brunson is trying to guard Dylan Harper.
Yeah, but that's because and Jalen Russell will still be trying to guard Dylan Harper, not LeBron James. So how is LeBron James getting to the paint? Routine.
So if my guards are also breaking down the defense and I'm catching on the swing, right, and they've created an advantage, I can get downhill off the
Yeah, we just close out short. We're not closing out. We close out short.
I don't know why y'all keep trying to act like LeBron James wouldn't touch the paint against the New York Knicks. Like this.
No one said he won't touch the paint. Everyone's going to touch the paint. The point is about getting downhill routinely to score effectively. That's
he
the
could.
point. It's not,
if other people are breaking down the defense and creating close opportunities for LeBron
but if we
James,
close out short, then
he would get down. Like he would get the paint. I don't know.
So if we close out short, then
they're closing short to Dylan Harper. He's still finding ways to get into the paint.
He's about
they're closing short of Stephon Castle. He's finding ways to still get in the paint.
And a lot of the time, Stephon Castle was getting to the paint is mismatches that Bron's not going to have because OG will be on him. For the most part, doesn't mean there will never be mismatches. Cross matches exist, absolutely. Plus, LeBron can push in transition, absolutely. In the half court, when OG is on him, how is he getting to the paint routinely? That's the only thing that's been asked.
Nah, you're right. Bron wouldn't get to the paint.
Oh, you're doing nothing. Yeah. I'm gonna do what you do when I troll. Realtalks tired, guys. So you know it is what it is. He's just tired. Aaron, we appreciate you coming up, but I gotta speed this up because Realtalk wants to get out of here because he's tired. So what I'm actually gonna do is read some super chats. And then I'm probably going to bring up the next 4 people all at once, and we're just going to have to live with the results because I also want to get out of here respectfully. So super chats from who do we have? DZ the Great said, "Not gonna lie, hands would be thrown in the locker room." I wouldn't want to be in the Spurs locker room after this game. I'll say that. Josh Hart vocally thanked OG in his press conference. Shout out to him. So he did what we all expected him to do. Shout out to him. Hunter said Mars want to be Mr. Negative after the greatest comeback ever. SMH, Knicks in 5, go New York, go. He's just trying to make us forget that he didn't watch the comeback. So we're not listening to him. It is what it is. Fake Knicks fan. Exclusive Excellence said Fox is supposed to be the veteran leadership. He's sold, bro. Fox actually effing sucks. You're the whole point guard, yet you have 0 IQ in the clutch. If Fox dribbles it out, they win, and we're not having these convos right now. I mean, we don't know if he makes the free throws. So, you know, and even if he does make the free throws, maybe the Knicks make a 3 and maybe they go to overtime and win. We don't know. Anything can happen. Switchblade 98 said Coach Pop, he would have courage to play a Plumlee in this type of series against the Knicks. Plumlee would be better suited for the series than Cornette. I'm not sure I agree with that. But I feel like if Plumlee is your next best option at the big man spot, then we have a problem. Rardell said Brunson's last 2 shots were saved by OG. OG winning finals MVP after this one. And Fox final layup, in my opinion, was not that bad. OG just made a great play. I'm going to ignore that last sentence from him. But yeah, I do think OG is probably going to be the finals MVP. Salute to him. Switchblade says Spurs got far despite Fox being trashed throughout. I'm not going to let you guys rewrite this Fox Portland series. He was really good against Portland. So yeah, I disagree. Now everything since then, okay. But in Portland, he was good. 2K God said a Fox jersey is the safest thing you can wear in New York. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. If anyone wants to wear a Spurs jersey, maybe wear a Fox jersey. You might be all right. Hamza, who came up, said Mamdani need to step down as mayor because OG stepped up. OG might get a key to the city at some point. Ashley Wright, 1116, said Mars, who's better offensively, Dirk or Nash and White? I mean, obviously it's Dirk. I mean, you see what he did in 2011. Ashley Wright then said, "Big up Mars and Real Talk. Fox didn't want the pressure free throws." That might be the case. And then the Shadow 23 said, "OG is clamping 07 Bron." Yeah, we also got to remember this is OG's time, so like he's got the PR right now. So yeah, clamping up, bro. Anyway, 4 people backstage. Boom, boom. I'm gonna go to Cowboy first because Cowboy has
Yo,
been
shit, my
complaining about
fault.
what
Hey,
people
what's
have been
up,
saying about.
guys? My fault.
Yeah,
I
he's
was
been
texting in the
complaining
chat.
about what's been
Go
saying.
New York, go New York,
Go, New
go.
York, go. But
He's
first
been
off, let me
complaining
just,
about
I
what's
got
been being
like
said about
2
Josh Hart
minutes. I
for a
just want to get my
while.
takes
So
off
yeah, go ahead.
real quick. First off, y'all keep lying about Josh Hart. Josh Hart, after he had that missed dunk, what did he do on the defensive end? Went
Gave up
back
an
and forced
offensive
Castle to
rebound
create a turnover. That's
and then
number
gave up
one.
an offensive
Y'all don't
rebound.
even talk
Gave up
about
an
that.
offensive rebound. Gave up an offensive
He
rebound.
did give up the Castle offensive rebound.
He gave up the offensive rebound. Yeah, I remember that
Okay,
vividly. Yeah.
so real quick, let me just finish up real quick. And then 2, with Huckaporty in them, when they had Huckaporty and all of them going in, the reason why he was using that, he was using those guys for different schemes in Sochan. He wasn't really trying to he was trying to figure out how to use Wemby, how to defend against them in the second half. The reason why I say that is because when you look at Cat is there coaching everybody going in on how to play Wemby, and they're trying to see what type of sets they were running. Because in the beginning, I'm not going to front. They made 14 3-pointers. They were shooting 60% from the field. San Antonio Spurs was on a heater with or without Wemby. So we had to figure out a way to scheme without him. So he was wasting time because we already had fouls with Cat. We already was in foul trouble with a lot of our players. And then he also realized taking out Bridges would help out as well. Putting in Alvarado. You guys were right about that. But there's a lot of things that happened tonight. And I just want to say thank you guys for having me on. But anybody who did not watch this game and you're from New York and you're not a Knicks fan, man, y'all ain't even worthy of watching this. This game right here was a proof in the pudding that this team is a good team. 13 wins, and they did it against the West Coast team coming back from 29. But y'all got it. I gotta go get my phone charged because it's about to die. But I'll see y'all later. Go New York, go New York, go. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Christmas.
Appreciate you, Cowboy Bob, man.
Let's
He's
go
like, ain't you home? He's
to
like, it's not, it doesn't.
let's go to Donovan next. Hello.
Oh man, I'm a Spurs guy, so this one I ain't gonna be able to
Oh
sleep later.
damn! Oh damn! Oh damn!
Yeah, bro. I mean, I don't know. I watched the 3 games they played back before the series started just to kind of get a gauge on what things were. This was the one adjustment I was worried that the Knicks would make was playing the second guard with Brunson in the cup. If you remember the game, Kolek was out there with Brunson. And just the dribble drive game, like Wemby don't want to leave the paint. So if you got another guy, is forcing closeouts all over the place. How many open threes did they have in the second half? OG made like 6 or 7 in the second half. You know what I mean? So it's just
A
tough.
guy
But
that really knows basketball. You talking some good shit, man.
Yeah, that is what happened. Like Alvarado just kept moving around, whether he's screening for Brunson,
right.
bringing the ball up. There was nowhere for Wemby to hide.
Yeah, he couldn't. Yeah, he had to go out and contest, and that allowed them to get offensive rebounds, stuff like that. But I mean, it's just difficult. Like it just shows that the Spurs and they're young. They're young and just inexperienced at this point. Like, I mean, I'm still optimistic. I think objectively we've been the better team over 4 games. It's just the Knicks close quarters better and they close the game better. Like that's just the moral of the story right now. And like I said, I think game 5, I think we punch them. I think we win by double digits in game 5. It's just the game 6. It's like obviously New York. There'll be a lot of pressure on the Knicks in that game, but I don't know.
What you telling me is analytically y'all up 3-1.
No, I'm not saying that.
Man,
I
you don't
played.
even go to do analytics. They've lost 2 games by like 1 point. Like, and they gave both those games away. Like, they really are. This is like the closest 3-1 series maybe ever.
Yeah, So, like I said, either way,
is what it is.
But I mean,
yeah.
I'm cool. I'm cool with obviously. I'm close with Kolik on the Knicks, so I was talking to him the other day. So I was saying like, man, if you win, I would, I'm cool with that. If my team wins, I'm cool with that as well. So it is what it is. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough to watch. So I'm gonna be up all night watching shit. Looking forward to you guys on Players Choice tomorrow. Ron probably gonna and spilled some bullshit, but it is what it is, man. We got to bounce back game 5 and see what we can do from there.
It's still Spurs in 7, man. It's still Spurs in 7. But thanks for coming up as a Spurs fan, the first and only Spurs representation. So salute to you showing up.
Thank you.
Showing up in the dark
keep talking.
times.
Talking some good stuff,
Because
man.
guarantee if the Spurs come back in game 7, we're gonna see a bunch of Spurs fans coming up here. So salute to you for being the only one that was willing to show up.
They ain't many
when you're down.
So, yeah.
They're gonna be a bunch of them real soon. Yeah, so Spurs and 7. But thanks for coming up, Donovan. We appreciate it. And hopefully we'll see you after game 5 because you guys will win that game and the series will continue. So
I'll be back.
Merry
Come back.
Christmas. Merry Christmas. Prince. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. This honestly might be the clutchest team in NBA history.
I mean, we saw what the Pacers did last year, right?
I think they're more clutcher than the Pacers last year.
But
the fact that
Pacers did last year, right?
Bro, they have a winning record down 20.
Yeah, but the Pacers just don't go down 20.
Yeah, they don't go down.
If the
20.
game's close, they gonna win.
Yeah, same thing with the Knicks.
They don't have Halliburton.
They got Jalen Brunson and OG.
They don't have Halliburton.
They got OG.
Do they have Neesmith? Do you remember what Neesmith did against the Knicks?
Yeah, he
Do you remember that comeback against the Bucks? What were they? They were down like 6 with like 40 seconds left, and they beat the Bucks.
Yeah, it was 8, but actually it was 7.
Even better. We're talking about.
But OG, unlike Neesmith, OG is consistently playing well. Neesmith ain't done that shit ever since, and he will never do that ever again. So
yeah, but that's because that year the Pacers are the clutchest team ever. That year.
That was matter of fact, the Knicks was clutch even last year against Boston.
Were they clutch against the Pacers?
That's besides the point.
They're not the when the Knicks and Pacers games got close last year, who closed them out?
It doesn't matter. We're not talking about the Pacers, bro. We're talking about the Knicks. Anyways, like I was saying,
the most clutch team ever. I'm just cooking you. You know what I'm saying?
No, they're not. They're not the most clutch. But all seriousness though, I mean, I think LG Anunoby is Finals MVP. I first thought it was Cat. The first 2 games he was pretty good. Then the third game he was like non-existent, and then this game he was in foul trouble. I think Jalen Brunson played a lot better this game than last game, even though Jalen Brunson had like 32 last game. But this game he was a lot better in the clutch. He had 11 assists. He was a good decision maker.
No way.
Yeah, he had 11 assists. It doesn't feel like
No
it,
way.
but he did. Yeah, he had 11 assists. I think so.
You just lied to me.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah.
Oh, he did. I think he had 11. I swear, I'm tripping. But that's besides the point. The point is he was.
It's late. It's late.
It's like 2:00 right now. But he was a lot better, making a lot better decisions. But besides that 3, but I honestly just think he saw the double come, so he just shot it to shoot it up instead of he shot to shoot it up, and it was.
He shot it instead of passed it. Yeah.
I mean, we've seen a lot of players that with that upper type do that same thing. We've seen SGA do that same thing too. It's nothing crazy. He's a scorer. He probably airballed it shit. But like yeah. And the Spurs, I mean, they just everything that went wrong with the Spurs went wrong. They couldn't hit shots. The defense was getting spread out constantly. In the end, it's Wemby. We saw women try to stay in the paint, and they was frying that shit in the 4th. Castle was not good. Castle's honestly probably played worse than Fox, but Fox had probably the worst play in the game. So everything negates that. So yeah, I do think the Spurs the Spurs are gonna win game 5. They're probably gonna lose game 6 though. Yeah, that's what I have. So.
I mean, this series not coming back to New York, man. We're closing this shit out in 5 in San Antonio on a Brunson game winner.
What do you
Spurs in 7, man.
Bro? When the Spurs lose by 30 next game, what would y'all say?
Yeah, Spurs in 2027.
I'll be happy. I won my money.
I got 100 on the Knicks, so I was actually quite happy with this or what this was all. So shit.
I mean, most people I know had most people I talked to had the Knicks winning the series. It just seems to be the outside world that picked the Spurs.
My friend,
for me, this series was quite obvious.
I think my friend thought because they beat OKC, so like he like, yeah, they're gonna run through the Knicks. Yeah, and I told him like the Knicks been whipping their ass all year, and he didn't.
I mean, I'll say the games have been closer than I thought they would be. To be fair, like the Spurs have had these games closer than I expected. So, but this series to me was like quite obviously the Knicks were going to win. But now I obviously know the Spurs.
I don't know. It's quite obvious. I mean, they lost by like 2 games. They lost by 2.
Well, I didn't know.
Was it obvious
before the series? It was obvious. Was it
obvious when they was down 29 they was gonna come back?
Oh yeah, I knew they were coming back. Yeah, I said that too. Yeah, I knew they were coming back.
When they was down at halftime, down by 29. Stop.
That is the Knicks.
No, it's not.
I knew they were coming. All these people talking about the game's over. Like I knew this shit was not over. It's the Knicks. How many times do they have to come back before we realize that if they're down, you got to beat this team? They don't just go down and stay down.
That's
just not how it works.
Nah.
And then the moment I seen them cut that shit to 18, I was like, yeah, okay, I know what's going on. Then Josh Hart missed the layup. That was the first time I thought, okay, it's over. That was the first time I thought the game was over. So you know what? With like a minute and a half left, whenever he missed that layup, that's when I thought it was over. Until that point, I was like, yeah, this was like it was obvious the whole time. Then they started not missing from 3 in the 4th. I was like, I see the script. It was so obvious. So you know, and shout out to OG because that tipping was extremely hard. By the way, you watched the replay. That's a tough mate.
His fingertips, like he barely had that. I don't know how that went in. That's the definition of just that was magic. That was ridiculous, man. They just everything went right for the Knicks and everything went wrong for Spurs. The Spurs scored 30 points in the entire second half. Getting clamped. Oh my god.
Wemby led offense.
Maybe he was getting clamped. He's really just 6'5" DeMar DeRozan, if you really think about it. But y'all don't want to. We don't need to get into that.
Interesting. Was that all?
Yeah, that's all. Y'all have a great day.
Thank you for coming.
Appreciate you, gang. Appreciate you.
Coming up.
7-5 DeMar DeRozan. We here, baby.
With no MIDI,
you
by
are
the way.
our last guest. You are our last guest. You have about 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Okay, time crunch again, but it's fine. I hope you guys had a great stream. I know it's really late for you, Mars, so I'll try to be as brief as possible. Real talk. I know you've been streaming basically since 8:30, so or 7:30 your time actually. But yeah, I'm sad, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sad as fuck, bro. Yo, listen, bro. Well, going into the series was me, real talk. I haven't really spoke to you much about the series, Mars, to be honest, but I feel like the Spurs could win, even though I thought realistically the Knicks do have the better team because of like simplicity. Like offensively, you put Jalen Brunson in action, you get Cat into foul trouble, you'll find a lot of success. And I feel like throughout most part of the series, a lot of success came from that. Like guards getting 2 feet in the paint because of cross switches, playing quicker, making better decisions, finding Wemby on the lob, making it like a point of emphasis to get him going early in games. But then the game management was just really bad. And like, I'm going to look at, for me, we could talk about Fox. I don't really care. But like, I'm going to look at Wemby first. I feel like he should be demanding, more vocal, be like, I want the ball here. We should be running this. Let's run that. Like, because of how good I think he is, especially given the fact that I do feel like he's the best player in basketball, I do feel like as if he needs to be doing those things. I'm not going to lie. So that in of itself, I feel like
he could do to make you think that you're wrong in that opinion.
What, that he's the best player in basketball?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I'm not saying it's like it's not, for me, it's not clear. I think I just favor some of the things that he does inherently. But I still do think there's a lot more to learn. Like one thing that I was wrong about, to be honest, is his processing. I was always someone who praised him for like picking up on the little things very quickly. But in this series, the stuff that he's quote unquote learned that he could have easily used in the series, he hasn't learned. Like going quickly at Cat, not taking your time, not double guessing on some of these like shots that you're supposed to be getting. Like one play that comes to mind for me was the cross screen that he had in the half court, and then he caught the ball. He saw Brunson in front of him, but clearly like there was Mitch like basically rotating ready. And he thought to himself, I can just get there when he had the midi, but then he like second guessed himself, drove, and then ended up getting blocked. Or like when he's attacking Cat, he's thinking too much about what should I do rather than just going at Cat's top foot quickly. He's pump faking on threes. He probably shouldn't be pump faking on and just shooting the ball. Like there's moments where I'm watching the game and I'm like, yo, Wemby, you're actually just doing a lot of things you weren't doing in the previous rounds. And it's really bad. And it's not like nobody's calling out like him for it, essentially. So I feel like he's been like pretty poor in that regard. But then I also feel like his highs in this series too have been like tremendous as well, if that kind of makes sense. So like I still like believe he's the best player in the world, but I guess my opinion could change, like, but I don't really see it, to be honest with you. If that answers your question, I don't know if it really does. But yeah.
I mean, he's a really flawed offensive player. Has that not been shown?
Yeah, I do feel like he is a flawed offensive player for sure. But everybody in like the top three is. He's just the most flawed. But I also do feel like when he's at like his talent level, it's just like insanely good on that end too. When he's actually like
what happens when he has to either guard his position or guard via closeout?
I thought his closeouts have gotten better like as of these recent games. I felt like earlier in the series it was really bad, but like these past two, I don't feel like his closeouts are anything crazy. I feel like he's done a better job. Plus, he needs to just learn how to. I've been saying this too as well. Again, not to you, but I've just been saying, but like he needs to learn not to overplay Cat so much. Like you're 7'5" with a 9-foot reach. You don't need to be guarding Cat at the hash mark extremely high because your foot speed is just way worse than anybody else's. But you have a great advantage. Your gap is basically someone playing straight up defense. So like if Jalen, like what he does with Jalen Brunson to me is what he should be doing with Cat. A gap where you can get a good contest, but you're not allowing him to drive. And he does that with Jalen Brunson. He did that with Jose Alvarado. And they made some ridiculous shots over him, which is like, that's fine. And the shot that led to the OG Anunoby game-winning shot, which De'Aaron Fox, I don't know why you're double teaming in the first place.
Do you think those are the hard shots for them? I'm just curious.
If you
think a gapped where Jalen Brunson, there's no interruption in his base, he knows that he gets to go into the shot smoothly. You think that's a hard shot for Jalen Brunson? Because he might have.
I think he should never be guarding Jalen Brunson ever.
I don't think he shouldn't either, but I'm using that as an example as to what he should be doing to Cat. Like, you shouldn't be. How many times did he face guard Cat, play him extremely tight, get blown by without like actually understanding what's happening around him in terms of like when they run like the DHO actions with Cat and he's trying to like deny him passing angles and Cat just ends up blowing by him and getting to the basket. Like that stuff needs to like be better for sure. And I think it will. But I just think it's the Spurs offense, bro. The Spurs defense, I don't think has been an issue for me this entire series. Like there's a few moments where they could have been better. The one thing I'll say that's been a really bad problem for them is they continuously rotate on shooters they're supposed to leave open. Like if Wemby is roaming off of Josh Hart for a reason, why am I watching Champagny go from one baseline to the other baseline to close out on Josh Hart and then end up leaving the best scorer in the series open in a corner for three? Like why am I seeing that? Why am I seeing De'Aaron Fox go to Josh Hart to then get screened by Josh Hart for someone else in the corner who ends up getting an open three when Wemby is playing in the paint off of Josh Hart? Like I'm watching things happen in real time. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. You guys are closing out on people that you're supposed to be leaving open. If Josh Hart beats you on those jumpers, that's your game plan. That's it. But like, again, you just are not playing like proper defense in terms of the rotations. I think you're overcommitting to some people that you shouldn't be overcommitting to. That could be an experience thing. Also as a coaching thing. I don't know how you're in game, where we're going to be in game 5 and you're still not understanding how you need to leave Josh Hart open. Like any experienced team would be able to understand that. OKC would understand that. Any iteration of the Warriors would understand that. The Pacers would literally understand that. Like I don't know. For that's just what I think. So, but yeah, De'Aaron Fox though, that nigga's ass. Respectfully, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna waste too much time. I think everyone and their mom has spoken about him, but
that nigga can't play.
You got Spurs in 7?
Inshallah. You know what I'm saying? That's all we can do nowadays. You feel me? Game 5, you win. Game 6, bro. It really could have been a situation right now where we could have been talking about how the offense for the Knicks just wasn't enough to be able to come back, and Josh Hart literally might have not made it out of the arena tonight if De'Aaron Fox wasn't an idiot. Like literally,
Fine
and if
margins, man. Fine margins in
it's
this sport.
literally, but it's crazy how it's crazy how that works. We're talking about all this that's happening for the Spurs, rightfully so, because it's the biggest collapse in a game in NBA history. By the way, that's what I meant in my tweet. So I don't know what you meant by like, damn well.
Yeah, you said this the biggest collapse in finals history, or whatever
but
you
the
said.
context is kind of implied.
Yeah,
Everybody
we
kinda
don't know what the biggest collapse in finals history
Yeah,
is.
it's just 16 Warriors. Everyone knows that. I'm saying,
Yeah,
if we're watching real talk, if you see that tweet, are you thinking to yourself, I'm talking about like ever, or am I talking about the game?
I see a Warriors fan say they just witnessed the greatest NBA Finals collapse ever. I know they trying to deflect. They trying to
People
make
in the
everyone forget about
replies were telling you
2016.
I was talking about the game. They
I mean,
knew.
I knew you were talking about the game.
So then
that
what are you
doesn't
talking
change
about?
that you know about the 2016 Warriors.
Obviously, I don't. You know me
cool.
well enough to know that I wouldn't get something off like that. They
I
would.
just
Like,
want to be clear, like,
Something
so
like that.
Victor
Yeah,
Wembanyama
that's it.
missing 2 late game free throws
yeah, that matters for sure.
in the clutch. Hold on, wait, I'm not even just talking about that. Missing 2 late game free throws, having a 3 for 14 half.
Mm-hmm.
Him getting taken advantage of when it came to the Roman defense once Jose Alvarado was on the court.
Mm-hmm.
He has another game in which he throws the ball into a turnover late game in this very same series.
Absolutely.
That cost him that game. In game
Things
one, he
up
gets
in game
thoroughly,
one.
and in game one, he thoroughly gets outplayed by Karl Anthony Towns.
Mm-hmm.
But you're telling me he's still the best player in the world?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to be clear. I just wanted to make sure.
Is Jalen Brunson still in the conversation with Steve Nash?
No. You see how quickly I'm in reality? So I'm going to ask you again, why is he
Should
better
have never
than
left
SGA?
reality in the first place.
Yeah.
Why is he better than SGA? Based off what?
I think off the course of this season, what he's shown us throughout the playoffs up until literally
Who was
this
better
very
in the
moment.
regular season?
I think Shea arguably was the better player in the regular season, but I also do think at the same time, for me, in my standpoint, from December onward, I've been saying mostly projection that I do feel like he is the best player in basketball, especially since like January. I thought he was playing best in the world type of basketball. Like, I don't think that's really crazy to say. He went into the postseason. I thought he played great against OKC. He outplayed the best player in the world. And then in the finals, he's stinking it up right now.
Yeah,
barring game 2 and game 3,
they
game
have
1 and
better
4, he was
defensive
horrible.
personnel
Sorry?
to guard Shea than vice versa, though.
Say that again? I didn't hear you.
They had better defensive personnel to guard Shea than vice versa. So is stuff matchup
This is the
dependent?
first time OKC ain't had the defensive personnel advantage, apparently.
Yeah.
They had the best defensive personnel in the league.
Nah, not for Wemby, though.
They had 2 centers to be able to, and they could space out as well in terms of their offense.
No.
Space out, sorry. But like,
Wemby had the favorable advantage.
They
At this point, we got to understand the
literally
playoffs is a game. The playoffs is a game of
J-Dub,
advantages. Is what it is.
SGA, a good second side or a guard shot blocker, sorry. Alex Caruso, who's defended multiple centers who are more skilled, arguably, than Wemby in terms of the offense. Chet, who's defended more skilled offensive players. Isaiah Hartenstein is an extra body. I already said Caruso. Casey Wallace, who's there. Lou Dort, who's there. They literally had exactly what they had. The personnel.
Caruso.
Lou Dort.
Defensively, are they bad defenders?
Guard the 7'5" guy.
I mean,
what happened to any other ball handling help for SGA during that series?
They died.
I mean, it wasn't there.
Did they play?
No,
they did, and then they got hurt.
J-Dub and AJ Mitchell got hurt. AJ, to be honest with you, I don't think it was that good to be in when he did play, but he was hurt. So, but J-Dub, yeah, he was hurt. I can see.
So once that happens, you don't think that the Spurs are in a better position to guard SGA than vice versa?
So you don't wait. Say that question again.
Once AJ and J-Dub are not available to play, you don't think that the Spurs are in a better position to guard Shea than vice versa?
They are in a better position to guard Shea, but I don't think the scheme would necessarily change, and I think they would live with the result of the other two trying to beat them, though. And another thing with Shea, he just wasn't making the shots as well, and they were being rather defended well by some of the guards too. Like, that was just a simple fact that even you pointed out to yourself in the series. You've said quite literally that The shots that SG could have made or even should have made were well defended, regardless of the fact. So he didn't perform to the
Is
level that you
Wemby
thought he
scoring
was.
well in isolation?
No, he's not, and I do think it's a struggle for him. Like he has to be better. But I also do feel like it's a lot of the issues that I'm having with Wemby, especially on offense, is a processing thing. Like when he understands to play faster, and usually your first thought is your best thought when you especially you catch the ball in space, then he'll be able to really like advance himself in the series and be a lot more dominant as well. And I also do feel like if I were to talk about like the other things that matter too, inherently his skill set as an offensive player is still like fantastic for how old he is, but it should be obviously much better as the years go on. But the simple things like getting the rolls to the basket when he's getting, you know how many times he had mismatches like Jose Alvarado, Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson on him, and he didn't get the ball, and he's ducked in, literally sealed into the. You know what I'm talking about, Mars? There was like 2 plays where like they had. I think it was either one of the Spurs players had the ball in the corner. Wemby literally was in the key like this.
Oh yeah.
And they just said, "Nah, I'm not passing this ball." He ended up making like some tough 3 or something, and it ended up being like a foul. But like that play in itself, it should just be like duck in. Wemby's under the basket with a guy who's respectfully under 6 foot. Like it should just be passing the ball. But shout out to De'Aaron, you made the 3. It's cool. But like that's the thing I'm talking about. And I could also be talking about, even though I didn't really talk about it that much, how many times De'Aaron Fox turned the ball over on some stupid shit. The turnover in the half court where he literally just jumped in the air, looked around before picked up his dribble early for no reason. In the third quarter, when Wemby fades out of a pick and roll, and he's clearly not in the pocket of space he thought he was going to be in, and he threw a bounce pass. Like the layup
Why didn't
attempt
you
at
show a
the
roll to the open area right there?
sorry?
Why didn't you show a roll to the open area right there?
It
That
wasn't.
turnover was
There was
Wemby's
a
fault.
person. I'm pretty sure there was a person tagged in the middle. They've been doing that the whole time.
No, yeah, so he couldn't all the way roll, but Fox hit the pocket where Wemby could have caught the ball.
Yeah, and
right
someone when Wemby
It's
caught
a
the ball, there was
miscommunication, man. It is
when
what it
Wemby
is. It
catches the ball,
happens.
Wemby stepped out thinking to himself, I can catch the ball in the space and either shoot or attack it if they close out on me, because there's someone tagged where the ball got placed, which is why the turnover happened where it happened. Like that's what I'm trying to say. At the end, bro, like I think it's just too many things have not gone the Spurs' way on their end. It's because of their own fault in terms of their own execution. If they executed better, they probably would have been
including
much better.
bad down the stretch of games. He's still, to you,
Yeah,
the best in the world.
he's had multiple double-digit fourth quarters in this finals, by the way, but it's fine. It doesn't really matter. But it's okay.
He also got outplayed by Karl Anthony Towns in his finals
Yeah,
as well.
and Karl Anthony Towns also got outplayed by him. So I don't know why we're doing this back
due
and forth.
to bad ref. My point is that I'm this playoff run, in my opinion, there is no best player in the world right now. It's up for grabs. I think it's, to me, I don't think Wemby's put enough on display for us to conclude that he's right now definitely better than Nikola Jokic or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that's
You can
because
say
of
someone's the best in the world without saying definitely.
Is that not what I said like just 10 minutes
But you
ago?
have to be, if you have him as the best, then you would have to say that he's better than them. That you're making the proclamation.
Yeah,
if he's the best, then that means you're saying he's better.
Definitely better. Doesn't mean you think he's definitely better.
That's
Definitely better
hold on.
That's
literally what I just said.
They're synonyms.
No,
if I'm saying something is
definitely
better
means
they're
there's no
definitely
doubt.
better.
Definitely is no doubt. Better is I think he's better.
If you think he's better, then you think he's definitely better. What are we saying?
That's not true. That's not true, but I don't have time. Semantics, cool semantics. That's that's absolutely not true.
That's quite. Did I not say that earlier? That I think he's the best player in the world, but I think he's still like a conversation to have. Like that's literally what I said before. I explained why I think he was the best in the world, or did it just not get heard there?
We're all tired. We're all tired. So now we have to add like saying someone's the best means you think they're definitely the best. Thank you, KB. We appreciate it.
I'll quickly. Sorry, I know you're gonna boo me and read super chats. Sorry, I just want to ask you because I know Real Talk doesn't really watch World Cup like that. Who's your favorite going to it?
Spain and France, probably.
Do you have anybody that you want to see come out? That's like not come out. Sorry, like
we Brazil fans. We Brazil fans.
Oh, you want Neymar to win?
Come on.
I'm not gonna lie, Vinny. The world's I'm watching you.
we Brazil fans.
I'm watching you, bro. Anyways,
yeah, probably Spain or France. But anyway, yeah. Merry Christmas.
All right, bro. PCs again.
Okay, super chats, and then we'll get out of here. 4 hours, amazing. 3 hours, sorry. The Mega Troll said, "You guys are gonna scapegoat this and blame Fox, but when we sold the game as well, missing 2 free throws and shooting like shit all game, I think it's time to put those best player in the world conversations on hold for now." Yeah, we spoke about Wemby in depth. I don't think it's time to put any conversations on hold. But that's not it. I still do find it funny that it would have just been better for Wemby to just lose in Game 7 to the Thunder, so he didn't play bad in the finals, and his best in the world claim would have been better. Funny worlds we live in. Kid Gogo 7666. Real talk, give me your top 10 NBA players next season. You don't have to do a full top 10 if you don't want to, but just yeah.
VICTOR space WEMBY.
Nice, thank you. Rick Sanchez, when someone has an inefficient, why do people say they shot tour date? Someone could be efficient and still be a tour date like 9th of December. Because it's funny. Like, yes, technically, December 12th is a tour date. Yes, technically. But what we mean is, oh wow, July 25th. That's what it means. Like, it's funny. That's it. It's funny. It's not everything's literal. Like, goddamn. Waffle Oven. Spurs better be thankful they just got to win 2 more games to force win or go home. I mean, it's one game at a time. I know that's what players say all the time. It's kind of cliche. At the end of the day, it's one game at a time. All the Spurs can do now is look to Game 5. They win Game 5, then you look to Game 6. It's not we need to win 2 games. It's you need to win the next game. That's it. You need to win the next game. And then if you win that game, you need to win the next game. And then if you win that game, both teams need to win the next game. That's it. It's just one game at a time. If you look at it as a smaller picture, really, it's not even you got to break it up as much as possible. You got to win the first quarter, then you got to win the second quarter, then you got to win the third quarter, then you got to just break it up as much as possible. And then that's kind of how it looks less daunting when you break it up. When you look at it all in, we need to win 3 straight, it looks more daunting than if you just say we need to win the next quarter and then you need to win the next quarter after that. It is what it is. Yeah, I don't think Wemby's playing bad in the series. I don't think Wemby's had a bad series. I don't agree with that. But neither here nor there. Real talk, where can the people find you?
You can find me at Real Talk EJLT via YouTube, Twitter as well. Find me on PC Mondays, Wednesdays, sometimes Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. And you can catch me on here as well when we do Town Hall Hoops.
Yeah. Real Talk is tagged in the title. I make sure to do that, so he is tagged in the title. I believe his link to his channel will also be in the description. So yeah, subscribe to him. He's on the road to 10K, I believe.
Yes, we are on the road to 10K. Make sure that you subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know we're live and when we drop another video.
There you
I
go.
am programmed to say I
yeah,
really
you,
do.
yeah,
say
you're
this
good
much
at
now.
you're good at the promo. I'm not. I need to improve. Yeah, you can see me on the panel tomorrow. Town Hall will be post Game 5 on Saturday on your channel.
Sure.
There you go.
Wait a minute. What time is that game?
Same time as this game, right? So,
because
I believe all the games tip off at the same time.
I got a Lynx Aces game to watch Saturday. What time is that? Damn, that game starts at 7 p.m., bro. Why would the W schedule that game at the same time of the final?
It should be done 7 because wait.
Is it a different time Saturday?
You said the Saturday game is 8:30 Eastern. So you should be able to finish the WNBA game because it's not going to start for about 15 minutes late.
Nah,
20-minute game. You should be all right. No,
nah. The finals gonna just look at the finals game for me starts at 7:30.
Oh, you're saying Central, not Eastern. Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, the game starts at 7.
Oh yeah, you're fried. But anyway, Town Hall Saturday after Game 5. For the sake of like monetization, 7-game series, please.
Facts.
But you know, it is what it is. We'll see what we're talking about after Game 5. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Merry Christmas and goodbye, Dab. There we go.